Hello.
Hey guys,
I'm Stable Abe.
Aventine here.
And Larry. Hi, everybody. It is our special day. This is 40k. What should we call it, Abe? 40k Thunderdome.
Thunderdome.
So normally we have our awesome, our 3 days of mini campaigns that we do each week. We try out new codexes. We have a great time. We're telling the story. But every now and then, you guys want to see some butt-kicking armies just trying to kill each other, all super competitive style. This is your night. As usual, it's competitive 40k. That means absolutely no fun and only serious faces. I need both of you guys' serious faces. There we go. Okay, done with that. All right. Stable Abe, as always. Aventine is back.
Yep.
The Bulls painter with his awesome, fantastic, beautiful Ynnari army that you guys have seen before.
More units than last time.
Excellent. Abe, you're bringing a Chaos Space Marine army.
Emperor's Children.
Emperor's Children
Yeah.
army. All right. I'll let you guys go over the missions.
Yep.
So what do we got going on today? First of all, 2,000 point game, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And what do we plan?
So our objective today is the take and hold objective.
Okay.
There are 3 objectives on the table. There's one in the middle here, and we each have one in our deployment zones, one here and there.
Okay.
And then at the end of every player's turn, for each objective they control, they get a point.
1 point.
If they controlled that objective at the end of their previous turn, they get 3 points for that objective.
Okay.
So we've obviously got them lined up in the middle.
And then we're dealing with the open war twist,
Yep.
which we got acid rain. So potential for slowed movement and -1 ballistic skill to hit.
Yep.
So that could mess with both of us a bit.
Both of us,
Okay.
yeah, and at the end of every turn, or at the beginning of every round, we roll to see if it turns off or on.
Right.
Never stop rolling.
Okay. Excellent. And let's go over both of our armies. Chris, you want to start us off?
Okay.
What do we got?
Starting out just barely in the camera here, I have, I guess, I'll go by the detachments that are,
Sure.
that are there.
Okay.
So I've got a battalion detachment. It has got Yvrain, who's inside this Starweaver. It has a Farseer, and it has the Incarn, who's off the table. It then has 5 Rangers and 2 squads of 10 Guardians.
Okay.
I need to deploy those Rangers in just a moment.
Okay.
And then it also has 2 Warwalkers, all with Bright Lances.
Yikes.
And a Ravager with 3 Dark Lances.
Okay.
And then I've got an Outrider detachment that has an Autarch, a jump pack, swooping Autarch, and then 3 Guardian jet bikes with Shrieking Cannons, 2 squads of 3 Reavers with Heat Lances, and 14 Hellions.
Woo!
Whoa. All right. You're
It's,
definitely representing
Hell of a lot of Hellions.
the only thing missing is Harlequins.
I have the Starweaver.
Oh, I didn't even say that. That
The
is
one
sorry.
vehicle.
Sorry. Sorry. My bad. All right. All of the Eldar are represented in the Ynnari list. Moving over to the Emperor's Children. Abe,
All
what,
right.
what do you got in your 2,000 points?
We've got our massed horde of Lord Abraxas and his henchman Scorpius.
Back. But this time, serious.
Serious, yes. There's no singing, no jokes.
No singing.
Lord-
Only killing and despoiling.
Well, if they're Noise Marines, I'm glad they're not singing.
It's gonna be great. Lord Abraxas is in charge this time. So we've got Abraxas himself. He's a Chaos Lord and a Sleet of Slanesh. He is armed with a power axe and a chainsword, and he also has the intoxicating elixir. We've got Scorpius, who's my Chaos Sorcerer with a bolt pistol and 4-sword, and then this is a battalion detachment as well. I've got 3 10-man squads of Noise Marines. One of them's right here, one of them's right here, one of them's in this Rhino.
Okay.
Those all have Blastmasters. I've got Sonic Blasters, 2 Blastmasters, and a Doom Siren in them.
Okay.
Then I've also got 3 Obliterators waiting in the warp somewhere.
Okay.
We've got the Chaos Rhino. It's got its 2 Combi Bolters and a Havoc Launcher. And then I've got 8 Bikers back here.
Wow.
For our awesome, they're going to just run over there so we can have our awesome Biker on Hellion fight.
Okay.
They have a Power Sword and 2 Plasma Guns in them. So that's 1 battalion attachment. And then my second one has my Exalted Champion right here, Brutus. We've got a Dark Apostle here. Then I've got 10 Chaos Space Marines. They've got a missile launcher, a plasma gun, and a power sword there and here, all with Marcus Slanesh. Then I've got 20 cultists and 40 cultists.
Woo. All
That's a lot
right.
of cultists.
And then you just deployed your Rangers.
I did.
So they are way up there on the top floor,
Top floor,
of that
alright.
building, kind of towards the middle. And who was going to be going first?
You finished
I
the point
finished
first,
the-
so we're going to
gonna
go with the
roll off.
+1.
So we're going to go with the +1 roll. see who's going to go first. 4 to 4. So that is good thing you had the +1. So that is the Emperor's Children are going to be going first.
Do I have to go first, or
I think you get to
I
decide.
get to decide?
Thinking about it.
Thinking about it.
Thinking
Actually.
about it.
You're a little short.
The Eldar are short, medium.
I'll go first.
Okay. He's going to go
I'll
first.
take the first.
And do you wish to seize?
I'll attempt it.
You will attempt it. Okay, hold on. All right, we're about to roll for seizing. Everyone on who is checking us out on Facebook Live, come on over. We're about to live roll our seize right here, and then the game is going to begin. So once again, that is twitch.tv/BellLostSouls. It's going to be a super good game. 2,000-point lists, and we're gonna going all the way down to the wire. Coming over, we will see you guys on the other side.
See y'all over here.
Here we go. Dun 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 dun. That is a 6.
All right.
That is a seize, ladies and gentlemen.
If you were unsure about going first, now you can go second.
Yeah.
And we are off on the
First turn for
first
Ynnari.
turn.
All right.
Top of 1. What do we got? Eldar are moving out. The Ynnari. Wow, those guys are so fast.
Yeah, well, they have they're witches, so they get combat drugs. So they've actually taken the +2 movement.
All right.
So they have 14-inch base, but I've given them a 16-inch
And
movement.
I see that guy has the my base is not glued together upgrade. So that's gonna be
Well, you know, they're Hellions, so
They
it
live
wouldn't be much
dangerously.
better. It wouldn't be much better if
Yeah.
it was glued on.
So the Hellions are moving on my left. Chris advances the right flank with its mass of fast, speedy guys over there.
Oh yeah, he's got the Hellions, he's got the jet bikes behind them,
Mm-hmm.
the Reavers behind them, and then the Warwalkers I'm sure are going to be hanging back. The 2 Warwalkers with 4 Bright Lances.
That's nasty.
That's nasty.
Yep.
That is some good stuff right there. And then he's got the Guardian squad over there with another Bright Lance. So there's 5.
And another bright lance.
Yeah, so we have 4 Bright Lances here, another one there, and then another one there. So he's definitely going for.
3 dark lances on the.
And you got the 3 Dark Lances on the Ravager. That's I bet is never going to leave those ruins. Maybe.
Makes me glad I don't have more vehicles for him to shoot right now. Unfortunately, the only other vehicle we have for the Emperor's Children army is a Defiler.
Yep.
I do not like it all.
Okay. If the Emperor's Children had to get another vehicle for their motor pool, what would you want?
Probably a Pink Knight Titan. That would be really great.
Pink Knight?
Pink Knight, yeah.
Like with little doilies,
Yeah,
lace
definitely,
all over it,
definitely some
and little butterflies and things.
I mean, I think you'd have to convert it to have some kind of giant guitar, obviously.
Okay, that's
right?
true. That's true.
I thought we wanted a vehicle for the Emperor's Children, not a Renegade Knight.
That's fair. That's fair. Either a Predator or even a Land Raider could kind of be cool. A nice pink Land Raider.
Nice pink, like a pink Cadillac.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I think actually you would build. I think you could do a cool get a Land Raider Crusader
Mm-hmm.
and then convert the Stormbolters to be giant speakers and have those count as your las cannons. I think you could do a pretty cool thing like that.
And you can put that guy on the roof
Yeah.
from Fury Road.
Yep, yeah, you can just put the guitar guy on the roof of
The
your
guitar guy on the roof.
In fact, if you could just get that vehicle and, whatever.
I've seen some great battle wagon conversions
Yeah.
that Orc players have done
Oh, definitely.
of that vehicle. That's pretty good.
How many wounds does that thing have?
Toughness 6, 6 wounds, 4
Alright.
of invulnerable, -1 to hit.
Alright, so mine's 2 to hit right now.
Yes, because of the
Nasty.
acid.
Acid Rain.
I don't like it. Make it go away.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, the Ravager is moving out. On the left flank.
Kit Kat bars? Did Kit Kat bars move up? Oh, the Warwalkers moved down on the flank too.
They did.
Forward.
Oh, Ynnari got it. No. Yvrain has gotten
Vrain's
out.
got out.
She is right there on the ground.
All
There's Yvrain.
kinds of annoying fast things running towards me right now.
Alright, so I guess it is my psychic phase.
All right.
Yes.
Do a little bit of measuring. Let's see. No, nothing in doom range.
Is that a Farseer?
It is right there.
Okay. Farseer on foot.
Today, nothing shall be doomed.
So I'll start out with guide on the Guardian jet bikes.
Okay.
I get a 7. I get it with a 9.
All right.
I think you're out of range
I'm out
to
of range,
deny. And I'll follow that up with Word of the Phoenix onto the jet bikes.
All right. We'll let you.
That's a fail. I'm going to use a command point to reroll
Okay.
the 2.
All right, so the Ynnari are down to 6 command points.
5 is 7, that will pass.
All right. And what does it do?
I immediately get to make a soul burst action.
Sweet.
So I'm going to shoot 9
Alright.
shrieking cannon shots at you.
Do it. What?
Well, that
To watch what you shoot, sir.
so that is a big noise marine unit right there in the middle.
10 Noise Marines right here. Yep.
Yeah, I think I'll go for them.
All right.
Okay. These are
We've
shuriken
got
cannons.
some new people in chat who are wondering, can y'all go over the objectives one more time?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're playing.
We'll let Abe do it while you roll.
Yeah, we're playing the take and hold objective. So there's one objective here, one objective there, and one objective over by Chris's side. And at the end of each player's turn, for each objective you control, you gain 1 victory point. If you have controlled that objective on your previous turn, you get 3 victory points. And we've also got the acid rain going on right now, so everyone's at -1 to shoot, to hit, and -1 for advance and charge rolls. And then at the beginning of every round, we're going to roll off on that.
We are using the Only War.
Yep.
The open war cards. So for all you guys who are
So,
playing at
4
home, give
wounds?
you
4 full saves.
All right.
And 6 is rolled.
And cover.
Yes. So 2 ups.
okay, shuriken cannons into
Kill one.
Emperor's
Kill
So one
Children.
guy dies, goes down, and he will sing you the music of the apocalypse.
Yeah, shoot me.
And he's shooting.
Who shall he shoot?
Do they? So does anything that has -1 to shoot hit at naturally? Does anything else have minuses to shoot at them at all?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I guess he's gonna shoot the hell.
Do the jet bikes all have shuriken cannons?
Those
Or do
3
models?
have shrieking
Okay,
cannons, yes.
gotcha.
All right, we're gonna fire at the Hellions.
Okay.
With him.
Okay. So the Emperor's Children, when they when
2
they
hits,
die, have a special
and
rule
they get to
called Music of the
reroll 1 for
Apocalypse
the Cast
that,
Lords.
that lets them shoot one last time before they die. So 1 has been killed and he is
2
blazing
hits.
away.
Toughness.
Toughness on the Hellions is 3.
All right. 2 wounds.
The minus.
I don't think it's a minus. No cover though. Let me double check. It might be a
No,
-1.
that's a 2 dead anyway.
All right. Always forget.
And that is 2 Hellions out of there, killed by the Emperor's
No minuses,
Children,
yeah.
by the Noise Marine who was slain.
I kill the guy, I lose more guys.
And then you lose 2 guys.
So
Well,
everyone, that's Noise Marines are bad.
Alright, so that was psychics for that and that. Go ahead and put. I guess I'll cast Ancestor's Grace on the Guardians.
Okay.
Or no, that's completely pointless because of the Otter. No, my psychic phase is over.
All right.
So shooting.
Okay. Here it comes.
Let's see. Okay, sweet. You killed the
And
first, that should be 12.
all the cultists die.
See how many shots Hellions get. It looks like there are 12 Hellions alive.
Alright, so then that will be 24 shots.
Okay.
And what do they hit on?
One more large dice.
Got you, right here.
They normally hit on a 3-up, but
Right.
because of the acid rain, they'll be hitting on a 4.
Yeah. Okay, hitting on a 4. Let's take out all those 1s, 2s, and 3s,
pretty good.
guys, and see what we got left. That looks like, is that a slightly more? That looks about average.
Yeah.
Slightly below.
Okay.
Strength.
Poison weapon, splinter weapon, so that's 4 up.
4 up.
Not great there. 4 full saves.
All right. So I got a mighty 6-up save here. 3 of them die.
Alright.
Alrighty.
And I'm actually really glad you were shooting at those guys with that save roll.
I'll go ahead and shoot. The Warwalkers are gonna draw bead on the Rhino there.
Okay.
You're definitely got covered. More
Yep.
than 50% covered.
Absolutely. They can both see him, but just barely. Yeah, just barely.
But they moved with heavies and were acid rain, so I'm hitting on 5s.
Okay.
1 hit.
1 hit.
Winning on a 3.
Yep.
Not a wound.
Not a
Alright. Guess the
first squad of Reavers will just throw a couple of splinter shots into the cultists.
All right.
One hit,
Literally
one wound.
A couple.
Same thing for another squad.
Okay.
Both miss.
All right.
So shot.
This acid rain is helping me out here.
It is. We go with the Starweaver into the cultists.
All right.
Shrieking cannons. 4s. And wounding on 2s. 3 and 2 will be no save because of the 6s.
Okay. 3 more die.
Okay. 7 dead cultists.
7 dead cultists.
Guardian jet bikes, same target.
Okay.
Okay.
On 4s.
Much
So
better.
he is concentrating all of his
They're guided.
They're guided. Yes.
all of his Ynnari fire on this squad of cultists. He definitely wants to thin them down.
Well, I think once he kills them, he gets his guy in, right?
7.
Is that how it works?
I can, any time a unit dies, I can put him where
Okay.
that unit died. It's a lot better actually for me if it happens in my turn, because he can't charge on the player turn he comes in. So
Okay. So if he comes in on your turn, he can't charge me.
if he comes in, correct, if I kill one of your units and then he gets placed, then I can't charge. But if you kill one of my units and I place him,
That's
then
it.
I will be able to charge
Then
on
you
my
go.
turn.
Okay. That is 6 more. Okay, so if he came in here, he would just sit there and I would shoot him a bunch.
Yes.
Okay.
Which would not be great.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Actually, hang on.
There's a lot of dead. So we're approaching a dozen dead cultists now, guys. He's just pretty much laying the entire army so far. He's walking it down the line, and just everything is hitting this squad of cultists right there on the front line of the woods.
That's what cultists are for. In fact, that's a baker's dozen dead cultists.
I'll go ahead and throw a Bright Lance. That's a Chaos Space Marine squad there.
Yes.
Bright Lance into the Chaos Space Marine
Okay.
squad. Cocked. Misses.
Yep.
Everything else is out of range from them. Bright Lance here. Same thing. Chaos Space
Okay.
Marine squad. No. Doesn't really matter. And then the Reaper launcher is going to shoot the cultists.
Okay.
Go for the 2 shots.
Okay.
Rerolls once because he's within range of himself.
Sure.
So
That's
hits
cocked.
with 1. Alright,
Okay.
cocked. Hits with 2.
You're
Okay.
Alright, strength 5, so winning on 3s. 1, -2. So
Okay. Everything over here is fired already.
And that was on
Yes.
cultists, or that was on?
That was on cultists.
Okay,
So
so
you're
-2, so that's a guy who's dead. Right. All right, that's yet another one.
That's 14 dead cultists.
14 dead cultists, and then I think you have Rangers and the Ravager.
Yes.
And Ivrain, and Ivrain, if she can do anything.
She can't shoot. She
Okay.
can't use
Eisenberg
stuff.
would like to remind y'all there is no laughing.
It's really hard for me. I'm sorry.
It's really hard. It's really hard.
So what characters do you have back here? You have a Sorcerer, a Chaos Lord,
Mhm.
an Exalted Champion, and a Dark Apostle.
That's correct.
I'll go ahead and shoot the Rangers at your Sorcerer.
Okay.
So they'll hit on 4s. 1 hit.
Okay.
And does not wound.
Okay.
And then the Ravager, 3 Dark Lances at your bikes.
Okay.
Hitting on 4s. Almost.
Okay.
Almost. I think that's it for me.
All right.
Do we roll Acid Rain at the start of each player turn, or
Round.
at the start of
Round.
each round?
Round.
Okay, so you have the rain too.
I do have the rank. All right.
Okay, so
But
there's a leadership check for you.
here's a leadership check.
And you lost a lot of guys.
I lost 14 guys.
So I think you are going to fail that check.
by how much?
High probability.
Well, he's got the Apostle there, so.
I'm waiting for him to have that one die that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then like the 6 sides is like 13. I made it.
So, all right. So my apostle gives me leadership 9.
Okay.
I've lost 14. Which means so if I roll a 1, they all die.
Okay, so they're just dead then.
Unless I want to spend 2 command points to automatically pass.
You could do that.
I could,
How important are those cultists to your
and then I could bring them back on my turn at full strength using Tide of Traders,
Which would cost you more.
which would cost me more. And I do not think that a unit of 20 cultists is worth half of my command
Yeah, so
points.
is that like 3 or 4?
It'd be
Like-
4 command
Yeah,
points
yeah,
total.
I don't know.
That's a tough one, because those are Alpha Legion
No,
cultists. No, they're
they're
just...
Emperor's Children.
Okay,
cultists.
okay.
Any Chaos Cultist can use that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I do not think so. You killed just enough that I do not have a chance of passing the check, even with leadership 9.
Oh.
So my remaining 6 cultists are like, I don't think we want to be chaos cultists anymore, guys.
Okay, so that is the first unit that is destroyed. I don't know how that affects the Incarnate.
I could right now, if I chose to, deploy him right there.
But you don't have to.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, I'd have to double check. Units killed by morale might not even
Right,
count.
that was the question. Is I didn't know whether that kicks in if they fail, if you actually kill them, or if they run.
I would kind of assume it doesn't happen if they run.
Yeah, me too. I
Right.
would assume
Just-
that it
but-
failed leadership.
Yeah.
But I mean, but for just clean game mechanics,
Yeah.
it's probably if you're destroyed, you're destroyed.
Yeah, it just says completely destroyed. So I
Okay.
guess.
Yeah. So yeah, that works.
All right.
But I'm not going to.
Okay, he chooses not to deploy the Incarn after that first unit. So that was pretty good. That was a full squad of... That was 20 cultists?
That was 20 cultists.
So
Yeah.
20 cultists are out
All right.
in the Eldar's first... yeah.
Well done. Now it's my turn.
Now we're to the bottom of 1, 2 chaos.
All right.
What do we got?
So, I don't think I have anything that happens at the beginning of my turn.
Checking.
Because that's at the end of any of my movement phases. Alright. So we're just going to begin my movement phase.
Alright. I'll be back. Oh, and Chris has an
I get a
objective.
point.
Yes, Chris does get a point.
Okay. I gotcha.
I cannot just move my guys and get
Gotta
it
figure out
finished.
if you'll need to advance.
I could advance with them, and try to grab the objective, or I could just try to warp time on my turn and grab the objective that way.
Yeah, it is an option.
Also an option. So, your
I don't
guards.
know why the cultists wouldn't advance.
Yeah, I mean they've got guns.
Technically.
Technically, they're only hitting on like 6s right now in the rain. I mean, technically, if I roll a 1, I don't get to advance at all. So
It's true.
there is that chance. And you know what? They're not going to advance.
All right.
They're just going to move. So that now they can all get killed horribly.
Hopefully. Probably won't have as many shots next turn though.
Maybe, yeah. So me and Chris have been playing each other for close to 20 years now, I think.
Yeah, I think we first played probably in 2000 or 2001, something like that.
I think maybe even 99.
Yeah, maybe even 99.
I think we've been playing pretty much this entire millennium in,
Yeah.
in 40k terms, right?
Yes.
And this overlaps with a conversation in chat dealing with dating one another, dealing with like what movies we watched as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a discussion about, hey, I watched Ferngully as a kid, and they're like, wait, that means you know how old I am now.
I watched Ferngully as a kid.
Yeah, it's a great kid movie.
It's a wonderful. It's the best kid movie. I guess Abraxas is gonna move up here.
It's a pink guy riding a boob snake. What else would he do except advance?
This is true. Actually, Scorpius is gonna move. Oh man. Let me check the range of one thing here.
So I was really trying to have my Wraith Knight done in time for this game, but it just didn't happen.
Wow, I'm
I'm sure,
crushed.
I'm sure you're really bummed.
I'm crushed, I tell you.
It's one of the fancy forgeable ones and everything.
What's the move on the
Next time.
jet bikes?
It is 16.
So I do have to watch out because Chris does have the ability to like overshoot my line and try to snipe some of my characters.
Do you have that fastness?
So I do kind of want to watch out from that happening. That's an interesting question here. So we're gonna wait on moving him for a second while I think about this. But
Isendorf says, Aventine, you should have hired a painter to paint your... Oh, wait!
Yeah, right.
so
how do I manage to paint my own stuff?
So here's an interesting thought, Chris. Real quickly, I think your bikes are probably the same. But when my bikes advance, they move 6 inches. They get 6 inches instead of rolling a dice.
Mhm.
Acid Rain says you subtract 1 from any roll to advance.
So I would assume that would be unaffected.
It would be unaffected.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume so too. That's a problem. That's definitely. Oh man, Chaos Bikers are fast too. Chaos Bikers are gonna not advance, but they're just gonna drive over there. Part the sea.
Seems reasonable. Those cultists all still in coherency with each other?
They are.
Excellent.
The parting of the cultist sea. I didn't realize that they had upped how fast bikes move in this edition.
Oh, what are Space Marines up to?
Chaos bikes are up to 14 inches.
Oh, wow. That's
I
nice.
don't know if normal Space Marines are, but that's actually like pretty fast.
Yeah.
Alright. And I think my guys are going to jump out of their rhino over here.
Seems reasonable.
And they'll just move up onto the hill.
Yeah, somehow I managed to get this Ravager painted this week while also getting those 45
Those
cultists
40
painted up,
cultists,
so.
yeah. So Chris did just give us a bunch of new cultists. You'll see here. You'll be seeing them. So
Now they get to kill me.
now they get to kill. Yeah. Perfect timing. Yeah, I guess my rhino's just gonna scoot around here.
Zoom.
Get in there. I don't think these guys want to move this turn. I don't think these guys are gonna move. I don't think these guys are gonna move. And on my phase, I'm gonna bring my obliterators in. Where do I want to bring them in? So we're gonna look at two options.
Alright, where do you want me to measure? 9 inches.
Yeah. Is there any spot back there that they can come in? Is one question.
I don't think a unit fully of 3.
Okay.
You have
Just that
sliver.
extra. Okay.
And then over here, 9 to here, 9 to here. Yeah, they're crossing each other there.
Okay. So my other options are I could drop them down over here. I think I've definitely got an area either over here or back there.
Mm-hmm.
I could drop them off if I want to try to kill his Ravager and just get that out of there. And they have a decent shot at doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Or conversely, I could just drop them here in the objective in the middle.
Okay,
They're supposed to have models on the objective, so.
Standard Space Marine bikes are 14 inches. Scout bikers are 16.
All right, nice.
They're as fast as LR bikes. That's amazing.
And just pile that shooting in there. Oh, they've got. They're 24-inch range.
Yes, 24.
So I think I actually am just going. Sorry. I'm just going to drop them down over here. This will allow me to shoot the Ravager this turn, which I do kind of want to get rid of. But it'll still put me in range to move up next turn and begin firing on the objective.
Shoot stuff over here
Yeah.
for the rest of my armies.
If I drop it down over here, they're a little isolated from the rest of the game. But I think... Yeah. Or I can stay back here and continue to shoot the Ravager if I don't kill it, which there's also a decent chance of that happening. Alright. So that moved, everything over here moved. Yeah, Scorpius is just going to kind of scoot up there a little bit, I think. Those guys came in. These guys are not moving anywhere. Okay.
Psychic times?
Psychic times. Alright. So, Scorpius is going to try to cast Prescience on to this unit of Chaos Space Marines.
Okay.
That will go off on a 7. That's an 11.
Oh, yeah.
So it goes off, so they are presciented. And then he's going to try to cast Warp Time onto the bikes.
Mm.
Yeah, onto the bikes.
All right. What's that on?
That is on a 6.
All right.
It's a 9.
Go for it.
Alright. So they will get to move again. Through the Red Seas.
Bikes are entirely too close to me now.
Now, luckily for Chris, I cannot charge his guys up there. Unfortunately. Man, let's just play this aggressive, right?
I'm sorry, what does the Mark of Slaanesh do for them?
I don't think it does anything. It just lets me get... The Mark of Slaanesh lets me cast Slaanesh things onto the target, and then I could take the icon of Slaanesh if I wanted.
But you didn't take that.
But I didn't.
Okay.
And it only affects... It just affects Fit Death to the False Emperor.
Mm.
So I don't think it's generally really worth taking.
Especially not against Eldar.
Yeah. But... So yeah. Let's try that out. Let's be risky with my bikes. And then that's going to go to my shooting phase.
Alright.
So let's start... Why not? Let's start firing cultists at the Hellions over here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 cultists are going to fire at the Hellions. I need 6s to hit them. I get to reroll 1s because Abraxas is nearby. And I'm going to look for like 8 dead Hellions. That's my goal.
8?
Yep.
Wow, that's a lot.
And if I don't kill 8 of them, then my cultists are in trouble. They're not going to get brought back by kind of traitors.
That's a lot of 6s.
It's only 7 6s.
But no 1s.
But no 1s. Cultists. Failures. And your toughness?
3.
3. Alright. So 4s to wound you. That's 4
So
wounds.
4?
Yep.
Am I in cover there? Do I count as in cover?
Sure.
Okay, so 2 down.
I'll give it to you. And... Alright. Then... I'm going to fire this squad of the Prescience squad of Marines over here. Before I fire, I'm going to use 1 command point, and I'm going to use the flak missile.
Okay.
The flak missile stratagem for 1 command point. So it's before I fire, I can do it with Adeptus Astartes missile on or Heretic, which I have in here, and he's going to fire a flak missile at the Guardian jet bikes.
Okay.
So I'm going to get +1 to hit on this attack roll, and if I hit, I do D3 mortal wounds.
In addition to
Just D3 mortal wounds.
Okay. So you'll be on your normal roll because you're +1 -1.
So I'm +1 to shooting it. I get +1 for prescience, and then I get an additional +1
okay,
for
so you
shooting
have
at
3
fly.
up.
So I'll be
Or
on
2 up.
2 up on
Yes.
this one. Yep.
Okay.
And I will be rerolling ones because of Abraxas.
Sweet.
Alright, which I don't need. And so I hit, and I just do D3 mortal wounds to them. That'll be 1 mortal wound. Do I want to command point this? How many wounds do they have?
2 each.
2 each, yeah, not worth it. Nope. The rest of the squad's gonna fire the healing, sorry. Or I guess I'll fire it then. Yeah. I didn't declare it, so that's fair. So
Is that your first command point?
That's my first command point, yep. So I got 8 bolter shots, 7 bolter shots. All of them hit. Toughness 4.
3.
3 wounds.
3?
4 wounds. Sorry.
4 wounds?
Yep.
Okay.
And one normal save on that. And 1 plasma gun. Which hits. Does not wound. No, sorry, I'm firing at them.
Oh.
I didn't declare it beforehand, so I'm firing at them.
Oh, okay. So sorry, the toughness is 4. I thought you were.
Okay, still same damage. I still
Okay.
wrote that. Yeah, it didn't matter in that case for that roll.
Okay, so I just took a wound.
All right.
Got
So
it.
1 guy goes down. All right. And we're gonna fire this squad into the Helions. And we're gonna fire the varied frequency with the 2 blast masters.
Okay.
So that's an assault rather than the heavy version. So the 2 Blastmasters get a d6 shots each. 4 shots. They're hitting on 4s because of the acid rain. It's 1 hit. And 1 wound. That's -1 AP and no cover. There you go. And then I've got 8 guys with Blastmasters. Not Blastmasters, Sonic Blasters. 3 more shots after this.
And these are all on 4s?
These are all on 4s. No rerolls on this. And then 3 more shots on top of that. And 3's to wound.
I like it.
That's not great. That was not a 3. So 7 wounds, no AP but no cover.
Okay. 3 die.
Not bad. So actually, for you, in a lot of ways, having the Incarn come in as a result of morale would be the best option.
Well, yeah, then you would not have any option to attack him on your turn.
Right.
Any further.
Alright. Let's go ahead and do my obliterators at the Ravager over there.
Seems reasonable.
We're looking over there. So we've got obliterator. So I roll 3d6 or 3d3. So first one is the add to the strength. So +3 strength.
Mm-hmm.
Next one is for AP. I'll reroll that. It's cocked. So -3 AP.
Okay.
And the damage is 1 damage each.
Okay.
We got 4 shots each. Man, that might be the one I want to command point.
Chris, we got a painting question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you prefer to build and then paint, or paint and then build?
I always build and then paint. I understand and I respect people who like to paint on the sprue, but I just find you paint so much stuff that you never see if you do it on the sprue. And, you know, I don't need to paint places that people are never going to look.
So that's only 5 hits. I assume I'm wounding you on 3s.
Yes.
With the strength 9. So that is 5 wounds at -3.
Alright, so that will put me at a 5+ invulnerable.
Okay.
They'll take 4 wounds.
I should have rolled that damage amount. But alas!
6 remaining and 1 wound off dropping a level on the chart.
Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and fire my Rhino into your Helions then.
Okay.
It's in Happy Fun range. So I got 8 shots from the bolters on 4s. Only on 3s. That's going to be 4 wounds. And then d6 shots from the Havoc Launcher. 1 shot. Hits. Strength 5, so 1 wound, that's no minus, I think. No minus, yeah.
2 die.
Alright. Well, he's gonna get the Incarnate at some point, so I just can't worry about it too much, I think.
I mean, something's going to die eventually, right?
Something's gonna die. Alright. My bikes are gonna fire at your bikes.
Okay.
At the bikes there, yeah. So they're all within crazy shooting range. So let's see here. What exactly do bikes have? Because everyone uses bikes so much, right? So alright. So they all have a combi bolter, so that's 4 shots per bike.
Mm-hmm.
There's 8 of them. So let's do this twice. This is on 4s.
Ooh, that was a good roll.
Force to wound. So that's going to be 6
there.
wounds, and then that again.
Throw out the saves here. A wound so far.
It's 4 more wounds. And then 6 of them have bolt pistols. No, 5 of them have bolt pistols. Nothing from the bolt pistols. And then 2 of them have plasma guns. 1 hit from the plasma gun. Which doesn't wound.
You want to command point that? One guy with his last wound.
No.
Okay.
No. Alright. They have bonus. They have +2 to cover. Is that what they get, or
-1 to hit
Minus
and
one.
+2 to cover.
okay? But the okay. That's not nasty. Nasty.
Pretty sure. We'll check.
Nasty.
Yeah, both of those things.
Okay.
Million line cloaks. Pretty good.
All right. But I got a trick up my sleeve. Okay. So I'm gonna fire my 2 blastmasters at this guy,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna fire all the sonic blasters into them.
Sound plan.
So the blastmasters each get. They're gonna fire on the heavy version, which they get D3 shots each.
Mm-hmm.
That's 4 shots. These are gonna hit on 4s. It's 2 hits. They are strength 8, toughness
6.
6. Right, so 3's to wound. Nothing. I'm gonna get this twice, so I'm gonna hit you on 5s.
Yep.
But you don't get any cover bonuses.
Correct.
So that's 2 hits so far. Doing that again.
2 hits.
Wow. Not great. 1 wound.
Alright. And so I'll just get my business here.
Mhm.
5 up. Let's make it.
Alrighty. And that leaves this squad here left.
That's your last squad to shoot.
Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and fire.
We got some roll better emotes in chat.
I know, guys. I know. We're gonna go ahead and fire the 2 heavy frequency blastmasters at the remaining bike,
Okay.
and all of the sonic blasters at the Helions.
Alright.
So heavy frequency, I get 5 shots out of those.
Okay.
1 hit, but I do get to reroll the 1. 1 hit. No wound. And then this twice on the Hellions.
Alright.
5 again.
Five more.
Yep, 10.
Alright, so I'll be on my 5 up. I lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys.
Alright.
So let me check real quick. Might as well.
And now it begins.
Alright, so I'll throw out a soul burst from that.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and use it on these reavers.
Okay.
And throw out a heat lance on your rhino
Okay.
and 2 splinter rifles on your bikes.
Sure.
So heat lance.
All
I'm gonna
right.
be hitting on a 4 right now. Hits.
Yeah.
Toughness of rhino is 7,
I believe so.
so it'll be a 5.
Okay.
No wound.
Alright.
And then I have 2 splinter rifles at the bikes. No hits.
Toughness 7, yep. Can't complain about that.
Excellent.
And are you bringing your guy in or not? Is that you decide now, I assume?
Let's see, that was your last thing of shooting?
I've got like 3 characters that I haven't shot yet. Which could use Demon Bolt. So honestly, I don't want to use Demon Bolt on a turn when there's -1 to shoot. Because that is a pretty good chance I'm going to kill myself. Alright.
Ynnari emerges.
No! Go away, Ynnari! I don't like you. I don't like you at all.
Alright, what you got next?
Alright, well that was all my shootings.
Okay.
Yep. So, not as good as I had hoped, but I did mess up 2 squads.
Yeah, what, you crippled the jet bike, still have a chance to wipe them out, and wiped out the Hellions.
What's their leadership on the jet bikes?
7. So I on a 6, I would die.
6. Yeah, that's fair. Hoping to do a little more damage to the Ravager over there.
Yeah, you didn't get it down
I didn't
level.
get it down. But, oh well. Them's the breaks. And, I mean, I can't complain too much. I did kill a number of models.
You did.
The question I have is, no, the question for me is, do I want to charge anything?
That is the question.
Only real thing I have that could charge is my bikes. And they do have a number of options for things to charge. But I don't think it's worth it. I think I'd rather get the point for being on the objective.
That's true. If you charge, you're probably off the
If I
objective.
charge, I'm probably going to lose the objective. And, well, are your guardians on the are they within range of the other objective over there?
Of this objective?
Yeah.
These guardians
Yeah.
are not in range of that
Okay.
objective.
Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking now that I think about that, I need to charge this jet bike.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I can kill the jet bike, is it a troop? No.
It's not a
It's
true.
not true. So if I can kill a jet bike, I'll stop him from controlling it on his next turn, which means instead of getting 3 points, he won't.
Well,
get...
if I was able to claim it again on my turn, then I still would get it because I controlled it.
Sure,
on the last
you would.
turn.
Yeah. But he'll
I would
have to kill
all the
He'll have to
bikes.
kill all the
Yeah.
bikes or run somebody over, and it'll give me a chance. And I think I don't have to move my full distance or anything, so I could probably string myself out enough to leave 1 bike within range of the objective.
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess so. Yeah, there's not any rule about claiming multiple objectives in this
Yeah.
edition. So
So, yeah, we're gonna declare a charge on the jet bike, and do I want to try to charge this thing also? I just don't think I can do any damage to it. No, I don't. So I'm just gonna try to charge the jet bike.
all right, Overwatch. Got a hit.
You hit, yeah.
3 up. No wound.
Alright. And this -1. That should still get me in at 7.
I believe so.
Okay, so what we want to do is go like this. All I have to do is get the front guy within. So that'll leave me on both objectives. Right? Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'll get 6 of my guys are going to get to attack you. And I like to actually cast spikes. You get 1 each, and then the champion. It's 5 attacks. We'll do the 5 red and 2 blue from the power sword of the champion.
Okay.
Hopefully that can be 1 wound. Come on, cast spikers. Probably should have given them chainswords rather than bolt pistols, honestly. Whatever. Hitting 3s. And moving on 4s, right?
Correct.
With no, kind of crazy toughness thing.
4.
4 wounds, 1 on -3.
-3, so 6 up there. Or no save.
No
He's
save,
dead.
okay.
Yeah, it's 4 up base.
So we'll take that.
All right. When that happens, I will go ahead and do a soul burst action.
Okay.
My guardians are going to shoot you
Okay.
with all their guns.
Sure. It's gotta happen. My next plan for the next time I play Ynnari is just never kill anything.
It's a solid plan. You should try this game.
I'll cripple his entire army.
All right. So 4s.
Yep.
Rerolling 1s because the Autark, which
They hit on
are
3s normally?
2 of... Yeah, they're Guardians.
That Guardians were junk. I don't know.
They used to be.
Okay.
Got better.
They are
Not this
Guardian
edition,
things.
but like a couple editions
a couple
ago,
editions
yeah.
ago. Okay, yeah.
Alright, so 3 6s, those will be at -3.
Ooh.
And then 1 normal save.
All right, so 3 of them.
Should be 6 ups.
Yep, 3 of them on 6 ups. Oh, like a 5+ invulnerable save for being demons or something? Demon bikers? That's why I don't have one of those things.
You wish.
Nope. And then 3. Yeah.
3 wounds.
So 3 wounds. So 1 biker.
Doom Rider's not walking in through that door.
It's gone to the great cocaine pile in the sky.
Correct.
All right, that's the end of my turn,
Alright.
and that will give me 3 points, Mars.
Okay.
So I think when the Eldar book comes out, I hope that they get. There's one of the Mechanicum stratagems that's like acquisition or something, and it's like you target a unit's guitar that's within 3 inches of an objective, and they get like +1 save and +1 attack or something.
Nice.
And like while they're within 3 inches, I'm like, that'd be a great stratagem for like Guardians to get. Because
Yeah.
they're like, we're Guardians, we guard objectives. Like, come on, yeah.
It's in the name.
Yeah, like something awesome like that, I think would be pretty fluffy.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright.
Alright,
So
my
beginning of the turn, we got a fate round, we have to see if the
Alright.
acid rain ends.
So on a 4 up, it ends.
It ends. No more acid rain.
Well, wait, you say no more? I thought on a 4 up it ended.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. It stops on a 4 up, yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to command point.
Okay.
I'm trying to reroll it.
Chris does not want that acid rain.
Nah, still acid rain.
Still acid rain.
Alright, fine. Be ready.
Yeah.
See if I can.
That probably benefits me more because I think I just have more volume
You have
of
so
shots.
many more shots.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's got a lot of heavy shots.
Got quality shots.
I think we're gonna see a incarn things.
I'll try to.
Is that the verb that they incarn things?
Yes. Also the preferred pronoun.
Just incarn things. Someone start that Twitter, Instagram, whatever you would call it. Hashtag.
Oh my goodness. Why did I make these models so filled?
I don't know. Why did you do this?
It looks awesome.
It does look pretty awesome. All right. So the remainder of the fast attack is sweeping over the flank here. In there, that crazy Dark Eldar Harlequinness.
You're not killing plan. It's kind of the plan I've taken for Noise Marines. I
Just ignore. Yeah.
just don't want to kill them. They'll shoot me.
Noise Marines are pretty rough. So, spoiler alert: my next crazy army idea is a Death Guard, Emperor's Children army, where you got a bunch of Noise Marines with a Poxwalker unit in the middle. And every turn, you make the Poxwalker unit do the Dead Rise. So anytime you kill a Noise Marine gets to shoot you and then turns into a Poxwalker. It's gonna be
So
great. And if you don't want to do that, you can shoot the Poxwalkers, but then you're not shooting my Noise Marines, and they're killing you. So
Pretty solid.
it'd be awesome. And then we can just be like, yeah, these Noise Marines, they always turn it into stuff. It's going to be interesting to see what the Ynnari get from the Craftful Eldar book.
Yeah, I mean, like, will we be able to use the stratagems?
Yeah.
It's sort of interesting.
Like, will you be able to use Craftful abilities? Are the Ynnari going to be in that book?
I hope they get their own codex personally.
I mean, I hope so too, and that's the easiest way for Games Workshop to get a new release. With
Yeah,
some
and
models.
how are you gonna have new Eldar models without
Right.
them being Ynnari? Because
Right.
those are the new Eldar.
Avenue Eldar.
Psychic phase.
Can you tip her so we can see how pretty she is? Thank you.
I don't think I'm within range to deny any witches over here.
So I'm gonna start out by doing those bikes.
Ew!
With 7. I do it with an 8.
Alright. Nothing I can do about that.
I'm gonna guide I guide these guardians
Okay.
for fun because I have a -1 to hit. Might as well. 6 won't do it. I'll use my runes of the Farseer for my 1 turn.
You don't have to reroll both dice. Is it?
Oh really? Okay.
I
So
think
I had a 5 and a 1.
Yeah, I think you can reroll any of the dice.
Okay.
Do it.
Cool. The Incarnate is going to cast Ancestor's Grace on himself.
I'll let him take a soul burst action.
No. This
No.
will let him reroll 1s in shooting
Okay.
combat. He gets it with an 8.
I might as well deny him because
Try
I
it.
think he's the only thing I'm in range to deny. He's the only other. None of these guys are psychers, right?
Correct.
Why not?
Beat an 8. Nope. And he's also going to cast Smite on the bikes.
Okay.
Get it with a 10.
Yep. Oh yeah.
So that's the D6,
That's
right?
D6. Yeah.
4 mortal wounds.
All right. So that'll kill this guy, and I guess we'll kill this guy here now. We'll kill this guy here.
All right. Yvrain is going to cast Word of the Phoenix on the Guardians.
Okay.
She gets a +1, so a 6, I believe, does it. Double check that because I'm not positive.
Yeah.
The Phoenix is a 6, and she gets +1, so a 6.
There we go. So less than the soul burst.
Best, yes.
4 bikes.
All right, first a Bright Lance.
All right.
Hits.
Yep.
Wounds.
Okay.
D6 wounds.
Yep.
3. That's a bite.
We'll take this one here.
4 is
Thank
with
you,
the reroll.
Ghost Wolf 40k for that follow.
Yeah, thank you.
Reroll.
Mm-hmm.
And then wounding on 5s, also with a reroll.
And 6 is a -3. That's a lot of 6s. Far too many. Oh no, you can't get 6s. Because it's -1 to shoot.
-1 to hit, so does that mean...
Yeah. Oh no,
It's
these
to-
are
it's to
wounded.
wound,
It's
not
wounded.
to
You're
hit,
right.
yeah.
Sorry, yeah, my bad.
Alright.
So 4 at -3.
At 3, so 6 ups for 4 of them.
Yep.
And then 5 3 ups.
Alright. So that's 2 more dead bikes. And then 5 more. Alright. 1 more dead bike. The bikes are melting! It's not even a shooting phase. It's okay. Bikes are
And-
sacrificial units, so I think if they manage to get up there and just, get me a couple extra points, that maybe does something in the long run. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, they scored 2 points on your first turn, so
Yeah.
good on them no matter what, right?
Yeah.
And then Smite for my final section.
Sure.
Power. A 4, she gets +1 to cast, so a 5
Yep.
does it. D3. Command point.
Sure.
2.
Alright. That's another command point for Chris.
Gotcha.
And he'll do Soul Burst because he died, and he'll make a movement.
I think Chris is the most aggressive command point player that we've had. Most people just reserve them and don't use them at all or forget that they have them, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna reroll a dice when I want to reroll a dice.
So what are his stats in combat?
He has Strength 6.
Okay.
He'll have 7 attacks on the charge. It is a +1 attack warlord trait.
Sure.
Hitting on 2s, -4 D6 damage,
Okay.
and rerolling all to wound rolls with his close combat attacks.
Alright.
So he's
good.
kind of gross.
Pretty good.
All right, so now it's my shooting phase. It's an exhausting psychic phase.
Eldar.
I'm gonna start out with 3 dark lances to your oblets.
Sure.
1 hit,
Okay.
1 wound,
With some sort of
5 up, I imagine.
5 Mono save. Let's do something, guys. Nope.
D6.
Okay.
1.
got a new player in chat. What advice would y'all give as veteran players to people who are just starting? Like your number 1 tip.
Focus fire.
Yeah. That is a good. That is a really good thing. So yeah, focus fire to elaborate.
Yeah.
Shoot. Choose the thing in the enemy's armor you need to kill the most, and shoot it until it's dead.
Yep.
shooting all willy-nilly is not going to get you the results you want.
And it happens. A lot of players make that mistake.
Especially new players.
Yep.
Yeah. Rangers are going to go for the Scorpius.
Okay.
4 hits.
Yep.
And force wound. 2 saves.
Okay. Just normal?
Normal saves.
Alright. That's 3 up for Scorpius. 1 wound on Scorpius. No! Scorpius. Very good.
Alright, I'm going to go with...
I think my Rhino might get charged.
We'll see. Then I'm going to go with 4 Bright Lances to your Rhino.
Okay.
So these will hit on 4s. Hit 2.
Alright.
Wound on 3s.
Yep.
2 wounds.
Alright, no saves.
I think you
Alright,
are in
okay.
cover actually
Sure.
from me, so I think that puts it to you on 6
6
up.
up. Alright. No saves.
2d6 wounds. 3 wounds.
Alright. I can accept that.
Yeah, indeed.
I'll make him waste some more shooting at it.
Squad of Reavers, I'll do Heat Lance into the Rhino.
Okay.
Splinter Rifles into... gonna say... Alright, I'm just gonna shoot the whole Reaver squad at that Noise Marine
At
squad.
the nose rates. Alright, alright.
Screw it. Alright, Splinters. 2 hits.
Okay.
2 wounds.
And those are -3s?
Those are minus
No,
nothing.
minus
Yeah,
nothing.
Splinter.
Splinter.
It's not shrieking. It's different.
1 dies.
Alright.
And,
And then the Heat Lance misses.
he's gonna go ahead and fire. These guys have 2 wounds also?
Yeah. All mics.
Does he have a minus anything to shoot him?
No.
Go ahead.
He's a character though. So
Oh, he's a character.
with 9 wounds.
With
so.
9 wounds. Alright. Cheater. I guess we'll shoot these bikes then.
Let me know when y'all have a moment to answer a question.
Or not. He'll shoot at those bikes. What's the question? What do we got?
I have a small 500-point game coming up on Saturday with a bunch of buddies.
Mhm.
What kind of attachment should I be looking at, if I even have to have one?
Patrol at 500.
Patrol. If you can maybe get a brigade, if you have a really basic army.
Battalion.
A battalion, yeah. You might be able to get a battalion. It depends. I don't know if you guys are doing. If you guys.
What faction are you using?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Reavers to the
Yep.
Noise Marines. So again, Splinters. 1 hit. 1 wound.
Good.
And a Heat Lance. Hits.
It's
No wound.
all right.
Haha.
It's
I
all
didn't
right.
lose any guys to Noise Marines killing me. I feel
Your
good
plan
about
is
that.
working out.
Starweaver, I'm going to throw into the Cultists.
Okay.
1.
Minus.
Minus nothing. So 6 up.
No. Sculptus dies. Shots.
I'm going to go Bright Lance to a Noise Marine of that same squad back there on the hill.
Okay.
Misses. Bright Lance from this unit at the Oblits.
Okay.
Hits. Wounds. Kills cultists.
They're cultists.
And D6.
Yep.
4 wounds.
So I don't think they have 6 wounds each, unfortunately.
I hope not.
It would be pretty great.
Terribly. And I'll go ahead and throw the Autark Reaper Launcher their way as well.
Okay.
How many wounds do they have?
That's a good question. 32. No, they have 3 wounds each.
3 wounds each?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll do 2 shots.
Okay.
2 hits.
Okay.
Toughness.
They are toughness 4.
Alright, so 3s. So 1 at a -2.
Okay. So that puts me up to 4 up.
Alright, 2 wounds. Everything has shot now.
Okay.
Assault phase.
Mm-hmm.
The Incarn is going to charge.
What's his save?
3 up, 4 up. He's going to charge the Rhino.
Okay.
You want Overwatch?
Yeah, I guess I can Overwatch. So I got 8 Bolter shots. nothing, and then I get 4 havoc shots. 1 hits.
5 up.
1 wound.
3 up.
1 havoc. You're supposed to be causing havoc.
7. That should do it.
Even with the -1, I think so.
6 preemptively.
Cool, alright.
All right.
That's 7 attacks.
Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s,
Yep.
wounding on 5s with a reroll. With a reroll. There we go. 4 wounds.
Minus.
-4.
Alright.
So 46 damage. That's
Boom.
much dead.
Yep. And it does not blow up.
I killed the rhino. And he already did a soul burst this turn, so he will not do another soul burst.
Alright.
However, I'm gonna say
How was the distance it needed to be?
7 inches. I'm
7
gonna say
inches.
this jet bike squad will
Okay.
go ahead and -1 at the noise marines.
Okay.
Splinters. 1 save. He
Nice.
lance. Misses.
Alright. And
Now he might be closest.
6 inches. Yeah, he is closest, so they're going to fire at him. 2 hits.
Okay.
No wounds.
Okay.
Assuming he's toughness 5 or something.
Yeah, 6. Okay.
Alright.
All right, so that's my turn. Your turn too.
Alright.
How many points for the rhino?
Oh no, there's no points for killing stuff.
Okay.
But Chris does get an additional point for controlling. Or,
1.
3, because you control.
Oh yeah. 3 more points for me.
3 more points for Chris.
Alright.
Alright. So, new plan, kill that thing.
The new plan is the old plan.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's on the board now. So.
He is on the board now, yeah. So I think that is the most important thing I need to kill in his list at this point. So everything else is definitely annoying.
It's all supposed to be annoying.
Yeah. But not quite as I'm going to rip your army apart as that thing.
Yes.
But he has exposed himself.
Yes. Probably not worth it, but
I mean,
like I said, be aggressive.
he's not wearing very many clothes, so I think he's probably normally, or it's probably normally exposing itself anyway.
That's the slander side.
Yeah. Definitely want to maneuver so I can get these objectives, because that'll put me. So first thing we're going to do, I don't have anything to do at the beginning of my turn. Nothing crazy. I'm just going to move these over here for a second. And we're going to start by moving cultists. You should always start by moving cultists.
But are they going to advance?
They're not going to advance.
You shoot me somewhere with those cultists
I'm
for
gonna
no
shoot-
reason.
I'm going to shoot you so much with these cultists. For many reasons.
For reason.
One reason is like, yeah. I think the reason is 1 million shots seems like a decent thing for me.
Okay, that's.
Why? Why would you do that? No, let's just go back. I can get to here. I'll just loop these guys into this gap here. If that looks good to you, Chris.
Fair enough.
Alright.
Rather see that than watch you move all those buttons.
Alright. So I think we definitely are going to get.
At least it's not the wall of zombies army.
It is not. Yeah.
No, these guys aren't dead yet.
I think we're definitely going to get Abraxas killed this turn.
Ooh, you are.
That's my plan.
That's exciting.
I don't actually look at. Why would I not have looked at the thing I was looking up? There we go. You know, it's sad that the Sleet is on that. I guess, like, it's not a bike, so it's okay that it only moves 12 instead of 14, but I feel like Slash should be really fast, right?
I mean, boost, yeah.
Yeah. So Abraxas. Let's just go like up here. Yeah. You know what? We're closest to all these things.
So close to you.
Danger.
Hey, you don't want to kill him. That's bad stuff.
I mean, I do want to kill him. I just don't. And the problem is, like, killing with if I kill him, you're going to be able to kill over to Braxis, and pretty much no matter what, because he's going to end up being the closest model. Unless I like crazily run someone else forward. Actually, let me get some characters up in here.
More characters.
Does he fly or anything?
He does.
He does fly.
He does fly.
That's fun.
He's big into it. I mean, does that model with the huge spectral energy lifting it off the ground fly? I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Who knows in this day and age, right? Scorpius is going to run into the woods here with his flag. Guys?
There was no soul burst when the Rhino got nuked, correct?
There was. It just. What did I kill? Did I kill anything? I
You
did.
killed, yeah, you
killed
killed
a noise
you killed
marine
a noise marine with it.
with a Reaver squad.
Yep. Still got that over there. Alright, so I think this is going to give me both of these objectives here again, which is what I really want to do.
6 points.
That's 6 points.
Big
And that'll allow me to focus all. So this is the focusing firepower we were talking about. Oh. I'm going to go focus all of this firepower onto the Incarn.
Yeah. What else would you do?
What else would I do? And then these guys are going to try to finish off that flank. I think if I can do that, I'm in a solid position here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get like smoked a lot, probably.
We'll see.
So let's start off with my psychic phase, first off. So yeah. So Alright. The start of my psychic phase, I'm going to use one command point, Mars.
Okay.
I'm going to use the Chaos Familiar stratagem.
What does that do?
So it's going to allow Scorpius to unlearn Warp Time
Okay.
and learn Diabolical Strength.
Okay.
And then Scorpius is going to attempt to cast Prescience on to this unit of Marines, or of Noise Marines.
So wait, what's that going to do for him?
That's going to give them +1 to hit
Oh.
for everything until my next phase.
Fine.
But a 5 will not do it. I'm going to use another command point. I'm going to reroll my 1.
All right.
And I'll do it on a 7.
All right. I'll try and beat that with
Okay.
the Incarn.
Okay.
I do not.
Alright, so they're prescienced. And then he's going to cast Diabolical Strength on Little Braxis.
Mm-hmm.
And this will go off on a 6.
Unclear.
I think I just got an 11. So,
Okay.
so it will go off on Lord Braxis. So he has some Diabolical Strength.
So is that another +1 strength in
That
addition to
is-
his elixirs?
That is +2 Strength and +1 attack.
Strong.
Yes, so he is very strong now. And then we're going to begin by firing all my Chaos Cultists at the Incarn.
All right.
I do believe he's still the closest target. So we've killed one of them, so that's 39 shots. Plus these guys can fire. So 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. That's not how counting works.
Yeah, I don't know what. 10 shots per guy.
39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65 shots.
Hitting on 6s.
Hitting on 6s, rerolling 1s. 59 shots. So we're going to do... We got 3 more dice I can borrow.
I guess.
Hey, can you do me a favor and roll those between the hill and the industrial terrain?
Here?
Yes, sir.
We're there?
Yep, right there.
You gonna pass roll that?
I don't count for that. Alright, so it's gonna be this 3
Thank
times
you.
-1. So that's 1 hit so far.
All right.
I got 3 1s.
One
Nothing.
hit so far.
So 1 hit. 3 hits.
Rerolling some ones again.
Got more ones this time though.
4 hits total. One more.
Minus 1. That's 7 hits.
And 2 more ones to roll.
8 hits.
8 total hits.
And your toughness 6.
6, so wounding on 6.
Yep. Nothing!
Are you close enough to your exalted?
He's only in combat.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Alright. Woo! Alright. So that was them. Next we're going to fire this unit of Noise Marines. The Prescience unit of Noise Marines at the Incarn.
Alright.
Because they do have the Prescience +1, they're at normal hitting.
So 3s.
So 3s, I'm going to fire the the big gun on big. Concentrated fire.
Okay. What's the damage on the concentrated?
It is D3.
Okay.
So it's effectively D3 crack missile shots.
Well, crack missiles are D6 damage.
Are they now? Havoc missile? There's some missile that's D3, I think. Alright.
I know crack missiles are D6.
So I get 6 shots. 3s, rerolling 1s. 6 hits.
Alright.
3s to wound. 3 wounds.
Alright. And the minus of something?
-2, no cover.
Alright, so just 4 up and rolls.
Yep.
2 go through.
Alright. So that's 2d3 damage.
3,
It's
4.
going to be 4 damage.
Alright, and then I have a Feel No Pain-esque 6 up.
Sure.
After damage roll. Make one of those, so I dealt 3 wounds, and I have 6 remaining.
Alright. And then I've got this twice for the normal guns. Rerolling 1s. So this is going to be 5 to wound. 3 wounds. And ones. So that's
6.
6 wounds, yep.
Alright. 3 ups. And a 6 up. No, another wound, down to 5.
We're going to fire this squad of Marines into him.
Okay.
Before they fire, I'm going to use the flak missile command stratagem, so another command point on ours. This is going to hit on 3 up. Gets +1 to hit flyers. 3 up, rerolling 1s. That's a 2, which does nothing. Plasma gun. Nothing. And then 8 or 7 guys firing twice, so 14 bolter shots. Hitting on 4s. Rolling that 1. Only on 5s. 3 more wounds.
3 ups. 6 up.
Alright. I'm gonna fire these guys into them. Big missiles are gonna fire, missiles are gonna fire, blast missiles are gonna fire the big version.
4 shots.
4 shots. 2 hits.
So Chris,
One
what's
wound.
your secret for painting white?
Go over that in just one moment.
Okay.
4 up and vulnerable. D3 damage.
Alright.
2, 6 ups. 1 more.
Alright.
3. So for me, and this is a really easy white, like I feel like anyone could do white just this crisp, is instead of like trying to build up to white, like starting with a gray or something like that and layering up to white, I start with a really flat white base and then I shade down. And then highlight up slightly, but mostly it's shading down. So basically I start with a really nice smooth spray. I can do it with a spray can or with an airbrush. I do both sometimes.
2 more wounds.
2 more?
Yeah.
No minus? 3 up. 6 up. Good.
Alright.
And then after they've got a really smooth white, then you can actually, I go in with black ink and line all the cracks inside of them.
And doing that extremely neat because I don't even want to have to clean it up later, because that would mess with the smoothness.
My bad.
But really, it's not a very like skillful advanced technique. It just takes kind of patience doing it.
I didn't realize you moved to the back. My bad.
Did that just for you, Ed.
Just for me. Alright, well, obliterators are going to fire at your snipers.
All right.
So they get +2 strength, -2 AP, 2 damage.
Okay.
4 shots. They're going to be 5 to hit because you're -2 to hit. 8 shots, sorry. 4 hits.
What's their strength?
Strength at 8. So
Oh,
2.
okay. So yeah, 2 is 1.
So 3 wounds, -2 saves.
-2, which counts out my +2, so I'm back at a 5 up.
Alright. I think these guys are closer. 20 inches, yeah. Just closer, so we'll fire these guys up into them.
Okay.
So the heavy shots, we're going to do dispersed volley with them. So that'll be 8 shots.
All right.
5s to hit. 2 hits. 2 wounds. It's a -1, no cover.
All right. So 6s. 2.
And then the regular shots from the squad. So just twice. 4 hits. 6 hits. 5 wounds.
Okay.
And no cover, but normal save.
5 ups. They're just dead.
Okay. It's them. I got 1 bolt pistol, which misses.
Okay.
I get to reroll ones because Chits.
Knocking everything over.
Just does nothing.
All that for nothing.
Alright, and let's do the fight we want to see. So that's my Braxis is charging
Okay. Do
this
it.
guy.
Snake Eyes still does it.
Still does it, yep.
How appropriate for the boob snake.
Yes. Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes.
Alright, so Abraxas.
Does something dumb now?
So he gets 1 million attacks. Alright, so he has 5 attacks base. He has an additional attack for the warlord trait of his champion. He has an additional attack for the spell on him, and he has additional attack for his elixirs.
Fine.
So he has 8 attacks with his axe.
Sweet.
And power axes do something, right?
I assume.
So what does the power axe do again? Alright, so it's, yeah, right. +1 strength, so he starts at a strength of 4. Goes to 5 because of that, 6 because of the elixirs, 8 because of the spell.
Great.
-2 save, only 1 damage though.
Sweet.
He is rerolling 1. He's hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, and he's rerolling wounds because of him.
Okay. Rerolling once.
Ones.
Hey, we've got a question for you when you get a chance.
Still manages to miss. And toughness 6, right?
Mhm.
So 3s, reroll and fail.
6.
So 6 wounds.
4 ups. 2 and 6 ups. No, down to 1 wound.
Alright. Then he gets an additional attack with his chainsword.
Okay.
It is only strength 7 though. Hits. And still wounds on 3. Normal save.
6 up. Strength from death. I'll go ahead and shoot these guys at Abraxas.
Okay.
Splinter rifles. I'll hit. 3 wounds.
Alright. Wound on him.
Heat lance.
go.
Hits. Whoop, or no, it doesn't wound. I'll use a command point there.
What's the strength?
6.
Oh, alright. So that
Command point wounds.
Alright.
So invulnerable save.
Nope.
Alright, and 2d6 pick the highest. 5 wounds.
And I think that kills him.
6 wounds total.
Yeah.
Sounds like it should.
Yeah. The Lord on the steed gets an extra wound, but he has only 6. So,
Sweet.
all right, mutually assured destruction.
Warlord's dead.
Yep. All right.
Morale. I don't think I have anything.
Yep.
I don't think you have
I don't have
anything.
anything either.
So there you go.
There we go. And that's a 6 points at the end of my turn for me.
Okay.
But that's my combat unit is dead.
The one combat.
It's really the only thing I have in my army that's any good at combat.
Yeah, that's true. Alright. Well, guess so that's what it's my turn 3 now?
Yeah, so we roll to see if the stuff ends on your turn.
No.
No. I'm gonna command point it.
Wait, can you? Okay, yeah, I guess
Isn't-
we should be switching
we
off
should be
rolling
switching
for it.
off,
So yeah,
yeah.
you can do that one.
I'm gonna command point it and reroll it because I'm done with this rain. Nope. Nope. Just always gonna be raining.
So much acid.
Yep.
It's like Timothy Leary.
Oh.
Guardian's advancing over here.
Okay.
-1 to advancing. So a 1 inch.
Woo. Do we have another question there, Mars? Did you say?
Yeah, Isendar was asking why you like Dragoons so much.
The Sidonian Dragoons?
The Admech
Yeah,
Dragoons.
I think they're probably one of the best units in the game right now, actually. So I mean, you can equip them different ways. You can equip them to be a pretty decent shooting unit and character sniping unit, especially. But I think that they're probably better equipped in their combat version. So I mean, they basically have everything going for them. They're fast. They've got a 10-inch move, so that makes them decently fast to get where they need to be. They can also advance twice in the turn if you use the proper command point, the proper stratagem. They're really hard to kill. Toughness 6 with 6 wounds, a 4-up save, and a 6-up invulnerable save makes them just a really tough unit to do enough wounds to. There's very little that you can do to easily kill them. They have a -1 to get shot, so when they're not in combat, when they're getting into combat, that just makes them even harder to kill with that -1. And then on top of that, the Admatic mechanicals give them a chance to just be in cover. So that turn that they're not in shooting, or they're not in combat, they're trying to get there, maybe they're advancing twice, so that they get that extra distance. They're going to take a -1 to shoot them, and they're going to go to a 3-up, 6-up. So that makes them really tough to actually be able to kill. Then once you get in combat, their taser lances are absolutely amazing with 3 attacks hitting on 3s. Strength 8, -1 AP is actually good enough to start really putting wounds, and then doing 2 damage on top of that makes them great at killing vehicles or any of the heavy infantry in the game nowadays that have 2 wounds are disgustingly resilient, doing 2 damage per attack. And then the big thing, of course, is that on 6s they do 3 hits, and that's not great just on their own, but when you're using the Admech stratagems and you're giving them +2 to hit every round in combat, doing those extra attacks on 4s and hitting on 2s, possibly with a reroll of 1s based on your mechanical, it makes them absolutely nuts. Again, with the right mechanicals, they can be hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, 4+ doing 3 hits. You can take them in units of 6. That's a huge thing. So you can just get in there with 18 attacks and generate up like 50 hits out of 18 attacks, basically. And that's going to wreck anything at strength 8 with 2 damage. Advancing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Down.
So like it's just crazy to think that you can do all those things with that unit. It just makes them absolutely good, amazing. That with the stratagems that they have, they're really great. So I mean, they're one of the hardest hitting assault units in the game for the amount of high strength, ease of hitting attacks that they do, And on top of that, they have a lot of bonuses that are going to help them survive to get into combat. And they're vehicles, so your automatic things can repair them. So even when they get hurt, you can fix them up with your guys, which keeps them in battle longer. I don't think in any of the 3 games we played this week that no one wiped out both squads ever. And we had one that we only had 8, and they just couldn't do it. It's so many wounds.
How many wounds is each
They
model?
have 6 wounds each.
Wow, nice. I think a lot of the things in the game that were that kind of class of vehicle really got a boost. I mean, I've been loving Warwalkers, things like Venoms and Starweavers and things.
They got a lot, but there's not as many that you can take as many as you can
Yeah,
with the
huge
Dragoons.
units.
And having a -1 to hit them on top of that from shooting,
Yeah,
really puts them over the edge.
incense.
Yeah.
All right, Psychics.
No.
I'm gonna doom the cultists.
Okay.
Doom. Cards. Get it with a 9.
Yeah.
You're gonna try and, or I don't think you're in
I
range.
don't think I'm right. I'm not gonna try to stop at 9.
No, you're right out.
Unless
Alright.
you move. Did you move him forward at all?
I moved him slightly.
Okay.
Um,
I'm not gonna try.
But
to
it was more lateral than
Yeah.
forward. I'm going to guide the Guardians.
Okay.
Perils. I'm using my runes of the Farseer to
Sure.
reroll this test.
Yeah.
Seems reasonable.
Seems reasonable chance.
6, I believe it's a 7, so that will not get
Okay.
it. So they're not guided, but the cultists are doomed.
They are. And
Brain.
probably actually doomed.
She's gonna do Ancestor's Grace on these guys.
That's the
Reroll 1s to
Reroll.
hit, and that's for shooting and combat.
Okay. Nice.
Get that with a 10.
Definitely.
And Word of the Phoenix on these guys.
Okay.
Get that.
That's a 9 because she has +1.
Yes.
I think that's your last psychic ability.
It is, and I am in range with her.
Alright, so I might as well have
Try and
Scorpius
do it.
try to stop it.
What's this?
Nope.
No.
Oh, yes, you boom! Braxton's calls from the grave.
Alright, so that's psychic. Or, oh, wait, I just did Word of the Phoenix. I need to shoot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were doing it on
The Guardians.
Yeah.
Yes. What am I doing? I don't remember.
I don't know what any of these things do. You let me shoot? Cool. I like that.
Force. They were not guided, unfortunately.
I'm not within range of the alternative.
3s with a reroll for doom. 5.
5 normal saves.
Correct.
Alright. I do not make any normal saves. And 5 cultists die. And so it begins.
Alright, so that's my psychic phase. Shooting.
Okay.
Start out with 3 Dark Lights of the Obliterators.
No! Leave the obliterators alone.
3 hits?
No.
That's what I wanted. Wow, I had to say something.
Alright.
1 wound. D6. 3 wounds.
The last wound to that guy. My obliterators have not brought up this game. I almost did. I really should have used a command point on the first turn. If I had done that 1 damage and got that to 2 damage,
You would have done a lot more on it.
I would have done
that
12
one.
damage to it.
Yeah.
I would have killed
Kill
it,
it, yeah.
and then they would be hurt.
Well, you only did 4 wounds, so you would have done 8.
8 damage.
You wouldn't have
sure.
quite killed
I
it.
would've
You would have crippled
I would
it.
have crippled it. And with the with already having a -1 from the darkness, I think that would have probably kept my 2 other obliterators alive.
Yes. That's likely. 5, 6, 7. Alright, Guardians again.
All right.
You know what I realized?
Hmm.
I rolled 4s on the psychic when I did Word of the Phoenix, but they're hitting on 5s because I advanced and they don't have battle focus.
Ah.
Add 2 cultists back.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Alright, reroll for 2. 4.
4. That's
Six,
the
six.
Guardians on the battle focus. I hope. 4 more. I hope that Eldar get something for their grav platforms for the weapons.
Mm-hmm. Make them ignore the bonus or the detriment for moving.
Yeah, because it is sad that they're like, we have these awesome super.
Let's put a shuriken cannon on.
Yeah, it's super great, and then like, but they're like, nah. And then like some guardsman's like, let's drag around this like giant tripod and everything. Like both of these are equally effective. Like,
I'm gonna go with this guy, Shrieking Cannoning.
okay.
Onto the cultist. 3 saves, 6 ups. Nope.
The question I'm probably gonna have to face at the end of this turn is: do I spend like all my remaining command points to keep my cultists alive and then bring them back?
Right. That will be the question.
Yeah.
Alright, this back reaver unit, I'm going to
Okay.
do Heat Lance into the champ
Okay.
and 2 Splinter Rebels into the cultists.
Okay.
So Heat Lance hits, does not wound. I'm going to use a command point.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm at. I'm just spinning them like crazy, but I
Chris,
still do not wound.
Okay, Chris has spent you spent a command point earlier too, I think, this turn, didn't you?
I have 2 remaining sounds right.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So Chris has spent 2 more.
Gotcha.
Alright, and then Splinter Rifle shots.
Okay.
4s.
Wait, what did you roll on the second dice?
I rolled a 2 on the reroll. Strength 6.
Oh, you're saying 6.
Unfortunately. 4 is the reroll for Doom. 2 saves.
Oh.
Alright, and same thing from the other jet bike unit.
Okay.
At the champ. Misses.
Dodgy
Oh,
champ!
wait, I rolled a 1. I cast
You-
Ancestors
You
Grace
do
on
that?
them.
Yep.
And I remembered. And
Yep.
I hit. And I wound.
Yep.
Do you have an in bowl?
I don't know if he has an in-roll. I'll have to double check. Most characters these days have in-rolls, honestly.
It's crazy kids.
Nope. No vulnerable save for him.
Alright, 2d6 pick the highest. 6 wounds.
Boop.
And at the culties. Doom. Take a save. Ooh. Shot. Shots. No, just a bring out the advanced bright lights.
Then you get your Warwalkers left.
Got my
and
Warwalkers
your Autarch.
and my Autarch, yeah.
Don't you get to do a soul thing for them for my guy dying?
Oh yeah, I wiped out a guy. Yep. Thank you for pointing that out. I'll go ahead and shoot at cultists again.
Okay. I'm shocked.
You're rolling 1?
Yeah.
4s with a reroll. 2 saves.
2 saves. Oh, I made a first cultist save!
And Heat Lance misses.
So, funny thing, if your cultists are in combat and you withdraw with them, they can't shoot.
Mm-hmm.
But if you tide of traitors to remove them from combat and bring them back on, they can shoot.
Oh, because tide traders, they come in from the board edge?
Yeah, and they're not withdrawing.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
fact,
they're
you're
not-
removing them and they're cut. And
they're
a
not
new
falling
unit.
back, yeah.
Yeah.
4 bright
which is
lenses
dumb.
at the Chaos Space Marine squad.
No. You're supposed to shoot two. -4, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Cover, so 6 ups.
6 ups. Woo! We'll use it for him. His iPod was broken in the horse heresy, and he did not become a noise marine.
Reaper launcher.
Mm-hmm.
How many wounds does that obliterator have? Is that an unhurt obliterator?
Yep.
And they have 3.
They have 3. Yep.
He'll shoot the single shot.
Okay.
Misses. It's -1 to hit.
Yep. And he does not get to reroll. He only rerolls once, right?
Yep.
Alright.
Alright, assault. The Starweaver is going to declare an assault.
Okay. Into the
Into the cultists.
Okay.
Go ahead and Overwatch.
Hey, we will.
Oh wait, it's a -1 to hit, and it doesn't matter for that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Overwatch is no modifiers. So we're all within. So 4, 10, 23 left. So that's 46 shots on Overwatch. It's not worth it. One more dice, please, sir. Alright. This twice, and then an additional 6 on top of that. Needing 6s. I don't get to roll 1s anymore.
Too many shots.
I don't get to roll anything anymore. 4 hits. Almost. 6 hits. 6 hits. Toughness 6.
5 actually.
5.
I said it was 6 earlier, but I was mistaken. I'm not sure if you shot at it yet.
I have not. 3 wounds.
All right, and 4 up.
Alright.
2 ups.
2.
Down to 4.
I'll take it. Well done, cultists!
And it gets.
Yep. I think it gets in.
All right, and then I'm going to charge into that same cultist unit
Mhm.
with the closer reavers.
Okay.
We've got an admin
Good.
question when you have a chance.
Alright, that doesn't make any. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Let me back up. I'm building these Start Collecting
And the
Katari
Everspawn,
box soon. What's most worth my time? Building 5 vanguards and 5 rangers, or 10 of one or the other?
I would do 10 or one or the other. It's gonna make you be just more flexible if you want to take a big unit or not. I would pick the style of army that you're interested in playing. Which of those sounds better to you, and I would build 10 of those. That's my advice. That'll allow you to take a full-size squad if you want to, or take 2 so you have 2 troop choices. But that will actually give you, though it will give you less flexibility in the troop types you take, it'll give you overall more flexibility in how you build your list and how you use that and going forward. Now, there's neither one is wrong. If you want to build 2 5s and then try them out to see how they work, you could definitely do that as well. But I would build 1 squad of 10, which the one that you think you're going to like the most, and then use that. And then you might try, since you're only 10 in, it's not the biggest thing. So you might try then once or twice proxying, using them as the other 10 just to see if you like those better for some reason. But my advice would be to build up to a 10 first. I don't know if Chris has a different opinion.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely. I don't think one is flat out better than the other. Also,
Yeah.
I think it's definitely a taste sort of thing.
Yeah.
All right, so I charged in here. Charge assault phase.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and attack with the middle unit of bikes, which is +1 attack. They have 2
Alright,
attacks.
so we're actually going to be alternating, though.
Hmm?
We're going to be alternating. Because I'm Emperor's Children, so I strike first, even if you charged.
Okay. So you strike before me?
No, because you also have that, right? As a
I
buff?
charged.
Right. But don't Eldar, don't you automatically, don't some of your Eldar have the automatic?
Oh well, Harlequin.
Harlequin do?
I mean, Howling Banshees do that. but not-
I think if you all charged, let me double check. I think we just go straight alternating. Let me double
applies
check.
to their cultists. That's so dumb.
Yeah, that's all the infantry. Yeah, okay, so I strike first. If you have units that charge, we just straight alternate, basically.
Okay, so but alternating, starting with you.
No, starting with you, because it's your
Okay,
turn. So
cool.
you get to pick one unit, and then I'll
All
fight
right.
after.
10 attacks. Hitting on 3s.
Okay.
Wounding on 4s.
And this is not the one that got to reroll ones to hit. One of them got.
This is the one that got 3 rolls.
You had
to hit.
2 ones in there.
Okay. Gosh, now these are. Or wait, these are. So the first roll. Okay, they're both 20, and then this is a reroll. Okay, there we go. So 6 ups. Pretty good.
All right. Nope. So that's 6 of my guys down.
Assume you're leaving the champion.
And then we're gonna go ahead and attack back. So I'm gonna get 3 guys on the Guardians, and then everyone else is gonna go on the bike squad that just attacked.
Okay.
3 guys on the Guardians. I believe I hit on 4s, but I might be better in combat. I don't know. Yep, 4s, but my Dark Apostle is here, so I do get to reroll.
Okay.
3 hits on the Guardians.
On 4s. No.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 for the champion
Okay.
on the bike unit, but this is the one that's already gone. Reroll all my misses. Those hit. Alright. And their toughness 4.
4.
5 to wound. 5 wounds.
Okay.
Normal save, sorry.
Take a wound.
Nah.
All right, and so that's all your units. So I'll just attack the
Yeah.
rest of mine now. All right, these guys are hitting on 2s. I'll hit.
Which are these?
This is the other jet bike unit.
Why are they hitting?
They got +1 to hit combat direct. So these ones got +1 attack.
Sure.
And 4s with a reroll. 7 saves.
All right. Seven. I can pull from anywhere in the squad. Huh?
I don't know.
Pull from over here. See the objective to you.
I guess that's alright with me. This guy I think will be able to move 3 inches and get within an inch. Do you think?
I think he's at 5 inches from me. Yeah.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
So that means that these guys are broken from combat, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I guess it's morale phase time. Time for you to decide what to do.
It is.
Notice you do only have 3 command points, so you don't have enough.
No, I have 5.
Oh. Yeah, 5.
So
So you can do that combo if you want to
I
do it.
can do that combo if I want to. It'll use 4 of my remaining command points, but it would allow me to bring that full squad back. Which I feel like is actually worth it at this point.
It's a lot of bodies.
There's a lot of bodies, and it took a turn of his army to do this. And I think if I can undo a turn of his army at this point, it's worth 4 command points. So I'm
Most likely.
going to spend 2 command points
For insane bravery?
for insane. Well, let me actually before I do that, real quickly. Let me just want to make sure I don't have anything weird here. Yeah. So I'm going to spend 2 command points for insane bravery.
Okay. Into my turn, I get 4 points.
Yep. 4 points for Chris. Alright. And that brings it to my turn 3. So interestingly, you tie the traders at the end of the movement phase. Which makes sense because they can't move after they come on.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know if technically they're a new unit or not. So like if you had fallen back in your movement phase for some reason, and then tied a trader and brought them in, would they still count as having fallen back? There's no reason that you would really want to do it, but...
I don't know.
I don't know, and I don't care.
Dumb cultists, I'll kill them.
Yeah. Alright. Well, this is not great. Chris is definitely pushing up the objectives. What are our totals at right now, Mars?
You're up 1.
I'm up
9-8,
1.
I believe. Yeah.
9-8, alright. So I'm gonna be able to get 3 more at the end of my turn. Unless I moved off the objective.
You think?
Yeah. I mean, I guess you can move with your soul burst. Is that right?
I can.
Okay. But you'd have to move those guys and have to get more than 10 of them. If I let them even live. To let anything live. What to do? I think at this point we're gonna have to ignore the Ravager. Whatever that is. Ravager? Is that right?
It's done so much to you. Like, how can you ignore it?
We're gonna start pushing forward here. So movement phase. Oh, hands with that? I'm already taking a -1 to shoot. I don't want -2. Gotta push forward and get on the objective. Chris had a good turn. He didn't mess up a lot of my stuff. I'm down 2 of my characters.
It's a good kill now.
we're gonna leave you here.
I think most of that stuff up there in that line is going to die this way.
My hope. That's my hope. If I can do
I
that,
think.
I'm in a pretty solid place. These guys are tougher than I wish they were. And now the -1 is going to come back and bite me now. That's for sure.
Yeah, I weathered it pretty well that turn.
Yeah. So this is going to go over here. I'll take care of it in a second. These guys. This one can go up to the edge of the terrain here. These GW forests are great, but they're just a little hard to move in, unfortunately. Like, they look really nice.
The flat areas should just be a little flatter.
Yep.
That's
They look super pretty.
they do.
We got in some new terrain for Age of Sigmar and 40k today, so we'll hopefully get those built the next week or so
Actually, yeah, these guys
and
are
have them out on the table.
Exciting.
We
Oh,
got
they
two
are
of the
big.
big chaos towers,
They are.
one of the graveyards, and I don't remember what the other one was.
For Age of Sigmar?
For Age of Sigmar,
Yeah.
We got the Graveyard of Moor, 2 of the towers, and we got an Aquila Bastion for
Ah.
40k.
You already have one of those?
No, we don't, not the shrine, the Shrine of the Aquila thing.
Oh, the Shrine of the
Yeah. Alright. At the end of my movement phase, I'll use 2 more command points for Tidal Traders.
Naturally.
So I will remove these guys.
He's down to 1. But you also have 40 cultists.
Put back. Ooh, sorry.
Stop knocking over my incredibly fiddly models.
Knocking over both of our incredibly fiddly models. An equal opportunity knockist. Alright.
Glad to know some things don't change.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, so I have to bring back 40 cultists within 6 inches of a board edge. I don't have to do my board edge, but I think it's going to be my board edge. So, I mean, I could go for the surprise and come in on his board edge.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah, it's any board edge.
Oh. So that's
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's any board edge, though. Yep. Of the edge of the battlefield.
okay.
So in theory, I could use this to drop them behind him and try to take that objective that he has out from under him. Which honestly might be the tactically best maneuver, but I don't want to walk. I don't want to have to get over, go over there the entire time.
Yeah, I won't measure for you.
yeah. And as we were talking about earlier, concentration of firepower is a key thing.
Mhm.
So I would be diluting my firepower by putting them over there, and risk them not being able to accomplish anything. At least this. I mean, they this turn and possibly ever, because he does have a lot of characters over there. He could do a bunch of stuff.
Do all kinds of stuff.
I do have to be out of 9 inches of you. So I think I can pretty easily go over here, though. I'm like half tempted to cast Prescience on my cultists and give them all +1 to hit. Just cuz, so they get to hit on 5s again.
Woo, 5s. Well, I killed all those models to speed up your turn. What are you doing?
They're coming back! Back from the past, back from the past. Symbol magic.
I think you're too close.
And I'm too close over here again.
You measured it and then put your models past over your measurement.
Oh, I measure these guys. I didn't. Just step them up and I'm just gonna push them around. It's fine.
Get as many of them into that band between
band,
9
yeah.
and 12 inches.
Yep. That's the plan. Alright. So, Staggy Phase.
Still left that Psycho alive.
So, Scorpius is going to try to cast Prescience on this unit again. Actually, hang on. Yeah. Nope. I'm not going to spend any more on that.
Not worth the last one.
No, my last one. And he's going to try to smite these bikes.
Okay.
This other thing doesn't do any good right now. I'll smite them on an 8.
I believe I was in 24 here.
I think you are.
Yeah, so 9. Haha!
You got it. Alright. And shooting. Alright, so all the cultists are going to shoot at these bikes first.
Seems fair.
I think 5 of them are not double tapping.
Okay.
So
So
75.
shots.
Yep.
On 6s.
On 6s. So roll.
Should be a rule where you can't waste so much time to kill so few monsters.
3 hits. 6 hits. 10 hits. That's -5. 12 hits. And 5s to wound.
Four?
4 wounds. Go cultist.
And 4s. A wound.
All right. This squad is going to go ahead and fire into them. We're going to fire the dispersed shots. So that I don't take any extra minuses. Big guns get 10 shots.
Ugh.
But hitting on 4s, unfortunately. Strength 5. 4 wounds, -1 save.
5s. 2.
Okay. I haven't taken any casualties yet. So, this twice. 5 hits. 9 hits. 3 wounds.
Okay.
Normal save. 3 wounds. And,
A wound.
alright. And then the Doom Siren.
Alright.
D6 automatic hits. 6. Strength 5. 3s to wound. 2 wounds.
Okay.
-2 AP.
And that's on the reader stuff?
Yeah.
6s. 2 wounds.
Alright.
In chat right now, we're talking about the meditative qualities of painting miniatures.
They are pretty nice. Alright. This squad's gonna fire on these guys here.
Okay.
Yep. Big guns. 7 shots. 3 wounds, -1.
A wound.
Nice. Doom Siren. 4 hits. 2 more wounds. Two more wounds at -2.
Okay.
Guns. And 4 more wounds.
With no AP.
No, yeah.
Good.
Alright.
Sorry, that was off the camera. That was 4 passes.
That was good. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and go with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
All of the little guns are going to shoot into the Guardians.
Okay.
Not within Doom Simon range. And we'll fire the big gun at D6 into it.
Also into the Guardians?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, 10 shots.
Alright.
Hits. 3 wounds -1.
Alright.
Alright. Strength. 6 hits. 14 hits.
Mm-hmm. Threes.
And
11.
11 wounds.
And 5. Alright, well, I'm gonna do this. It's gonna be annoying. 3 up on the weapon platform.
Okay.
2 at a time. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Weapon platform takes a wound. And weapon platform dies.
Okay. Very annoying. Blurry's gonna fire at the thingamabob.
The Star Weaver?
Yep.
Okay. -2 with
Yep.
the rain and
So it gets strength 9, -3 AP, doing 2 damage.
okay.
4 shots, need 5s. 3
Oh.
hits,
3s.
2 wounds.
4 up invulnerables. Yes.
Good saving over there, Chris.
Not bad.
Alright. We're gonna fire this squad here. I'm gonna do flak missile, use my last command point.
Okay.
Flak missile into him.
Okay.
I'm gonna fire the bolters into this guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna fire the bolters into this guy
Mm-hmm.
and the plasma gun into him.
Okay.
So flak missile on 3+.
Mm-hmm.
Hits. And does 1 mortal wound. Come on, flak missile. Plasma gun on him. Nothing. And bolters.
This is your last unit to shoot?
I got 2 characters.
Oh, your characters. Yeah, there you go.
Six guys. 12 shots. Two.
Dead. Alright, he dies.
Mhm.
Go ahead and shoot my other heat lance
Okay.
at a Chaos Space Marine.
Okay.
Hits. Kills one.
-4.
Yeah.
I get 6 of cover.
Okay.
No, alright. And fire a plasma pistol from my champion at him. Or my fine champion, whatever they're called. Hits.
Okay.
Does not wound. 1 bolt pistol wound.
1 bolt pistol wound.
From Scorpius.
Scorpius. It's terrible. Terrible shit.
Nice. Alright. This unit of Noise Marines here is going to charge your Guardians.
Sounds good.
They're 9 inches away, so they will need with the -1, I'll need a 9 to get to you.
Okay.
But you did Overwatch.
7. 6s. They're still guided.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 hits total.
Okay.
4s. 1 minus 3, so 1 6 up, 1 3 up.
Nope. Nope. Two of them go down. They'll shoot you. One wound.
I don't care.
And I'll get there with a 9.
A 9 with the -1?
Yeah, because I'm
Okay.
9 inches away, so that'll get me within an inch. I'm like 8 point something, right?
Okay.
So I'm just within 9. There. I'm gonna get that guy there. I'm gonna put it down here just for safety's sake. And we're gonna charge these guys in too.
Okay.
No, we're not. They can't make it.
Okay.
'Cause charging through woods is -2, so I'd be at a -3, and I'm 9 inches away as well.
Yeah.
So, all right. So this squad will pile in. All right. Those two actually hurts. That's 8 dudes.
Okay.
One was champion. Who doesn't have anything special, but 8, 16, 17 attacks.
They all have 2 each.
No, 2. Yeah. So I'll do this twice +1. 6 hits. 4 wounds. And then again +1. 10 wounds.
Okay. Dead. Nothing close enough for a soul burst.
The jet bike or the star thing can't?
No, only infantry and bikers.
Ah, okay. Yeah, we'll just sit there.
Okay.
All right, and I did have that on my list.
You did, so
So
another
that's
6 points
That's
for you.
6 for me. All right.
I
Your
do
turn.
not have very much left.
So does acid rain end
Alright.
again?
No.
Always rainy.
It's an unpleasant planet.
Yep. Like, why are we
Why
fighting?
do you even care about this place? This place is terrible.
This is like clearly some kind of deep Eldar plan that they're like, we're gonna pretend like we really want it, and then all the noise breeds will come to the planet, and then we're gonna web way away, and they're all gonna just die of acid.
That's right.
Perfect.
Die of marrow poisoning.
Yep. I'm kind of surprised, honestly, at how much this middle objective. I'm entirely out of points. Command points, by the way, Mars.
Huh?
I'm entirely out of command points.
Okay.
I've used all mine.
You need to expand.
I am a little surprised at how much the middle objective has actually changed hands.
It has, yeah.
I mean, every turn we've been pushing back and taking it.
Alright, psychic phase.
I don't like that.
I'll start out with Doom on those guys.
All right.
Might as well. 7, do it.
Randy, you're stopping anything?
No.
No. Okay.
Alright, so they're doomed.
Mhm.
I'm gonna guide these guardians.
Okay.
I'll use Range the Farce here.
Yep.
Yep, on
Yep.
7. I'll do Word of the Phoenix.
Okay.
Got it.
Mhm.
So they'll shoot.
Yep.
everybody.
Okay.
Alright, so hitting on 4s with a reroll. Wow.
Get that reroll. Work. We make that reroll work.
Hey!
Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, that's
And so I missed 2 instead.
that's a pretty swingy reroll.
Yeah, alright.
Did we get some roll betters that actually worked in chat?
And then 4s.
Yep.
And again, reroll. Cocked. And again, I need.
That blue one, yeah. All right. So 3 on 6s or 4 on 6s.
4 on 6s.
All right. And 5 normal. So 2 from the 6s.
2 die there. 3 die.
3 die. Which 3 want to die? We're gonna go ahead and kill these 3.
Okay. Because they actually have line of sight to
Because
stuff.
they have line of sight. Well, I mean, they all have line of sight to him, but yeah. So he's gonna go ahead and fire his Blastmaster at this guy
Okay.
at the heavy frequency.
Okay.
So D3 shots. 2 shots. He does need 5s to hit you. There's the -2. 2 hits.
Boxcars, alright.
3s to wound you. 1 wound, and that's -2.
4 pimple. 6.
Dang. All right, and then he's gonna fire at the Guardians with the other
Okay.
6 shots. 3 hits, 2 wounds.
Cool.
Woo! I'm sad that I didn't blow up your tank on your turn. It's punishment for shooting.
Alright, and I guess it is the shooting phase. Go ahead and throw 6 shrieking shots there.
Okay.
One 6 up,
Okay.
1 3 up.
Nope. Yes. And then he's just gonna go ahead and shoot at you, because it's the only thing you can see. 2 hits. Nothing.
Okay. 3 dark lances at that obliterator.
No!
3 hits.
No!
2 wounds this time.
Alright, 2 5-ups. Let's do this.
I bet. No.
These dice.
Lots of wounds. Those guys threw a bright lance to those noise marines.
Okay.
Hits, wounds. Does
So,
the guy?
yep. He'll go ahead and shoot back. 2 hits. 2 hits. That's not fair.
4 bright lances, going to that same noise marine squad.
Okay.
3.
They'll fire into the Guardians. Four wounds.
4.
It's really starting to go down. But Noise Marines don't die easy.
No, keep shooting me every time I kill them. That's really annoying.
Hey, you keep shooting me every time I kill you.
Oh, but it's different. It's different.
It's so different.
I get to shoot with other guys, not the guys who die.
Yeah, but I mean, that means you
Reaper
get to
launcher.
shoot with better
Two
guys.
shots. Reroll ones?
Mhm.
Yeah.
please. 2 at -2.
All right.
Decide what weapons you're gonna shoot me with.
I'm gonna kill my 2 Blastmasters.
Okay.
They've taken enough that I'm legitimately worried that they might die. We're gonna fire both the Blastmasters. Heavy shots at that guy. Try to finish him off. 4 shots. 2 hits. Nothing. Dang, come on, guys. Come on.
I guess that's everything for me. Unless I want to charge there. Yeah, I might as well. Starweaver will charge into those Noise Marines.
Oh, Mars, I got 6 additional points on my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I should be at 12.
Wait, it's not the... There's not a total there. It's not a running total.
That was my turn 3, yeah.
Yeah, you got 6 points on your turn 3. That's what it shows.
Oh, that's not a running total? Yeah.
No.
Oh,
No, you got
okay.
3, 6, 6. So you're
Okay,
15.
okay.
Yeah, I do per turn.
Okay, my bad.
That's okay.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to charge into those Noise Marines.
Okay. 3 shots from the big gun.
Okay.
Nothing. 9 shots from the littler guns. 1 hits. Nothing, and then the Blastmaster. Or the Doom Siren. 6 hits.
Good.
Toughness 5, right?
Mhm.
Force to wound. 2 wounds -1.
And get it.
So good. Alright.
Alright. We said I go first, right?
Yeah, you get to actually go.
With my charging it? Okay. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Winning on 3s. 2 wounds. 3 ups.
Good. Alright. I've got 9 back. So I think Noise Marines I honestly think Noise Marines are undercosted for what they do.
Yeah.
Because if you take them with just normal bolters,
Mhm.
they're only 15 points, so they're only 2 points more than a normal guy, and they get an extra attack and they get to shoot when they die.
Yeah. And even with the sonic weapons, still.
Yeah. Even with the Sun, wow, that was awesome.
Wow. 2 hits.
2
That's
hits.
a lot of ones.
That was 1 wound.
4 ups. Takes a wound, not a 1.
Alright.
Alright, morale?
Oh, yep. Alright, so they lost 6.
Mm-hmm.
Their leadership 8.
Okay. 1?
That was 1. That's the champion left. And they lost 4. Their leadership 8.
Okay.
So they're good.
These guys lost 5. Leadership 7. They lose again.
Okay.
Just got a big line of roll better emotes from the chat.
A lot of ones I got there.
It's worth it
Yeah.
for that.
And that's the end of your 4.
My 4.
Your
Yeah,
4.
So it's your 4 now.
And 3 more points for you.
Correct.
Alright.
Because, yeah, that one's contested.
I'm infantry, so yeah.
Alright, so just 3 points for me
Yep.
and Abe's turn.
Alright. Okay. Did a lot of Noise Marines that turn. But I think I'm going to be okay.
Finally shot at the Noise Marines.
Yeah. Move the blob up. Is that okay with you, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
These guys are just going to leave combat. They're going to disengage.
Okay.
There. So now guys. Okay. So I'm gonna fire all my cultists at this thing on bomber.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
No,
They can't hit it. They can't hit it. Rain.
It's too miragey. There's acid rain, and it's a Harlequin thing.
They're like, no, they're like boss now. Like, we love the chaos gods, but
I
no.
don't think I can.
Yeah, I can't even do it. So I'm gonna fire like 7 of them with the guardians.
Okay.
Nah, we're not gonna fire them. We'll wait on that. I'm going to fire this squad, Chaos Marine squad, at the jetpack. 5 up from the missile launcher.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Plasma gun. Nope. 4 bolters. 1 up, 1 hit. Nothing. The champion's going to fire his Doom Siren and his Sonic Blaster into them.
Okay.
Doom Siren does 5 hits. 4 wounds, -2.
5 up on the weapon. 5 up on the weapon. And -2, you said?
Yeah.
And a guy dies.
Alright, and then his other gun, 1 hit. 1 more wound.
The walkers up in the corner, are those still going or not?
The Warwalkers?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He has been sniping a bunch of noise marines with them. Alright. I'm gonna fire like 4 of these guys at the Guardians,
Okay.
and the rest are gonna fire him.
Okay.
So 4 noise marines at those Guardians. 4s. 3 wounds on the Guardians. Rain can do something?
Yep. I am going to cast Smite
No!
on your Noise Marine champ. I get it off.
Okay.
D3 more wounds. 1 wound.
That'll kill him. And he will shoot this guy because he can't shoot a ring.
Okay.
1 hit. 1 wound. Alright. And the rest of the squad into here. 2 shots from the big guns. Nothing. I fired 4 over there, so there's 4 more that shoot at it. 2 wounds. Kill. Alright, does it explode?
Yep.
No, alright. That's all I got. I still my psychic phase, but whatever. 6 more for me, Mars.
Okay.
It's your turn. 5.
Alright.
Does the rain end?
Nope.
That's cocked.
Yes.
Yes, alright.
The rain
The
ends.
final turn, the rain has ended.
So I can get murdered.
I don't know. I mean, gets all your. You got 7 Bright Lances that are going to hit me on destructive now.
It's true. Alright, psychic phase. Gonna cast Guide on the Autarch.
Alright.
Guided.
Yep.
I'm gonna doom those guys.
Okay.
Runes the Farseer. Nope. Not doomed.
Alright.
I'm gonna cast Word of the no, that's ridiculous. No, I guess I can do that, yeah. I'm gonna cast Word of the Phoenix on the Farseer.
So he gets to do another spell, basically?
Mhm.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, so he does that. So
Cast
now,
on herself, technically.
now the Farseer is gonna cast Smite on
Okay.
the Noise Marines. Get it with
Yep.
a 9, D3, 3.
3 of them, alright. I'm gonna kill everyone but the. Actually, I'm gonna kill everyone but 1 random dude.
Okay.
So they're all gonna shoot at your vein, the 3 that died.
Sounds good.
So,
I mean, it doesn't sound good, but go for it.
I got T3 shots from the heavy gun,
Mm-hmm.
2 1-shot.
Mm-hmm.
Hits.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I got 6 sonic blaster shots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, y'all could have thrown grenades at her. Dang. 4 hits. Toughness on your rain?
3.
4 wounds. Normal save.
Right. 4 up pinball. Takes a wound.
And then the Doom Siren. 4 hits. 3 wounds minus 2.
4 up. 3 more. Down to 1.
Oopsies.
And now she's going to cast Smite
Okay.
herself. Gets it with the 7.
Alright. Kills
And
him.
Kills him.
He'll shoot her.
Sounds good.
See if we can finish this. 3 hits.
1 hit. Right. Oh, it's not acid
It's
range.
not acid
Right.
range. 3 wounds.
Kills her.
It's dumb. Stupid noise marines.
So dumb. Alright. Shooting phase.
Yep.
I guess I'll shoot 4 bright lances at. I guess the chaos space marine.
Alright.
Whatever. It doesn't even matter.
2 hits.
2.
2 dead.
6 up with the cover.
Right.
Hey.
One dead. Thank you, Chris.
And the Autarch.
Alright.
2 shots. 2 hits. 1 wound at 4 up.
Nope.
That's me. All right, thank you for that. 3 dark lances. I guess at the noise marine.
Okay.
Why not? 1 6 up.
I don't think you can actually.
Don't think there's anything to shoot at. Finally.
Alright.
That's me.
3 more
3
for you.
points. And honestly, this would be the bottom of the last turn. I don't see anything changing.
Yeah, I think I've got.
Seems like the time to call it.
Alright. Good game, man. Alright, yeah. So that's the game. Honestly, probably didn't need to do the Tide of Traders at that point.
Yeah, I mean it
didn't really
Yeah,
hurt
it didn't
me.
really do anything one way or the other, I
Yeah.
guess. I guess the only way it possibly affected is if you lost those guys to morale.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you could have done something.
Something.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So that was. I mean, it was kind of a backup in case things had gone worse at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I think, unfortunately, I probably had a little bit of a more competitive. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, mine. It's Ynnari, but
Yeah.
I don't use any Wraith units or Aspect Warriors, so
Yeah.
it's kind of like the light version of Ynnari.
and I was. I mean, I'm.
And I think the biggest difference is not really in codex or in army construction, but
But
you've got
in
codex
the
based
codex,
stratagems
yeah.
while I'm using an index.
So I did get to do a couple pretty tricky stratagem things here and there.
Yeah.
This is the army we have for the Noise Marines. So
Yeah.
And I think Noise Marines, like we were saying earlier, I think overall Noise Marines are one of the better units in the game.
Yeah, they're awesome.
In the unit, especially in Codex Space Marines, and I think that they are probably undercosted at their points, because a 10-man unit is like, with all the upgrades, it's still in like 240 points or something.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
With 3 shots of 3 assault 3 weapons that ignore cover, and every time they die, they get to shoot back,
and some nice heavy and special weapons.
yeah,
too.
some really good heavy and special weapons too. Any last questions? Any last comments from anyone?
Yeah.
At least that Noise Marine spam has carried the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those 30 Noise Marines probably did the most of your heavy lifting.
They did definitely a lot of it. I mean, the cultists were there to take shots, and they definitely took shots.
Yeah.
In an objective scenario like this, like, they're never going to kill much, but they are something that Chris has to kill. Otherwise, they'll get on an objective and just sit there.
And they were able to consistently be on multiple objectives.
Exactly.
which is
So they
pretty
did
strong.
that. I hoped that my bikes would last a little longer. Those went down really quickly.
Yeah, that ended up being kind of the combination of Eldar psychic powers and strength from death, soul burst moves and things.
So that was good. I actually thought it was pretty great that both of our characters died in the same fight phase.
Yeah, definitely.
We got in there. That was pretty cool. Chris has an amazingly beautiful army.
Thanks.
Better than anything I've ever hoped to paint in my life.
Oh, we've been
So-
painting the same amount of time. Maybe.
We haven't painted. You might have like a few
Maybe a
months
year.
on me, probably. Yeah. I think I just drooled over models for like the first 6 months and didn't really paint any. But no, we have. But Chris has dedicated a lot of time and effort to becoming a wonderful painter, whereas I had not, and did not have the talent that he did to begin with. So. If you love hobby, you should probably like Chris a lot better than me because he is the master hobbyist.
Yeah, definitely. Anyone who hasn't, check out my Facebook page, Flylords Painting. You can see whatever projects I'm working on, either for the Bell Lost Souls crew or any other projects I'm working on. So always got lots of stuff over there.
In
Are
fact,
you planning on filling your list out with some wraiths or something extra, or
Well-
are you good where you at?
Well, I've been kind of. I'm definitely not going to add any aspects because I think like fire dragons with strength from death are just like
Sure.
stupid.
yeah.
And I'm kind of leaning that way with the wraith units, but I might incorporate a few wraith units. Maybe not any wraith guard.
We can talk like in like a knight or something.
But maybe a wraith knight I've got on the painting table, and then I also have a hemlock wraith fighter in box that I'm gonna throw on there too. So
box.
those are pretty.
Yeah.
Should be some nice additions.
And I'm sure you're looking forward to the new codex coming out and seeing
Yeah.
if you get anything.
See what I
Yeah.
can possibly use out
Yeah.
there. You see if point costs change for
Point
anything that
cost
I do
change,
use.
yeah.
That would certainly be relevant.
Or if you get stratagems or anything like that, which
Yeah.
I hope. I mean, who knows? So
Yeah, if there's a guardian-based stratagem, I would hope I would be able to use the guardian-based
Yeah.
stratagem, but I'm not using a craft world codex army.
Yeah,
so.
you're not. It's really weird. I mean, you could always, in theory, ally in a craft world.
Yeah, make
detachment.
one detachment all craft world, but
Yeah, to get it.
tricky.
Yeah. But yeah, Chris, again, just an amazing army. Great game.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so again,
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Any last questions? Anything else?
How much of a factor was the codex bonus?
I think.
The main stratagem you used was the cultist one. You didn't use any other codex specific.
I mean, I used the flak
Oh, you did the flak
which
missile,
did a couple
which-
things here and there.
Solid.
It's solid. It didn't do anything crazy. I mean, I did spend half of my command points on bringing these guys back.
Mm-hmm.
I probably could have. I think the biggest thing is that most of the armies, when they've gotten codexes, they've tended to get a little cheaper
Yes.
across the board. Noise Marines in particular got a couple points cheaper from the index to the codex.
Ridiculous.
So that was definitely something that I think, even if you don't see the stratagems, I think that's a very hard factor to count in because you're like,
Yeah.
how much does like a point here or there matter? And it can matter up to like maybe I had 100 extra points. so
Yeah,
I
a
would've-
whole unit. Of
a whole
some sort.
unit, yeah, but that's really hard to actually tell because you have to go look through every unit and try to compare that. And we don't know what his units, how they'd get cheaper. But I think that was a factor. I do have access to a few more spells than he does.
You had your relic, which
I had
is
my
good.
relic, which helped me out. So like definitely a factor. I don't know if it won the game for me, but I definitely would think that it affected the game. And if nothing else, it affected how he played. Knowing that I had Tide of Traders, I think definitely affected how we both played the game.
Yeah.
Probably the biggest thing that affected the game was the acid rain.
Yeah, seriously. I don't know how many of y'all used Open War.
Yeah.
It can be really fun, but sometimes the twists can just like you can have an army that's designed over a certain strategy, and the
Yeah.
twist is just like, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You take a shooting army, and suddenly your whole army is limited to 12-inch range.
12-inch range,
That's going to affect how you play
Yeah.
the
So we
game a lot.
both had shooting armies, so it hurt both of us. But Chris is much more like an elite shooting army. where I
Yeah, you
was-
had the numbers
Yeah.
to make the
get
-1
past
not
it.
count as much. Yeah.
Yeah, so it didn't hurt me as much. It's one of the I like the what are these called, the
Open War.
open war cards. I do think that a few of the twists are a little punishing
Mhm.
based on builds. So like there's like one twist that's like no one takes morale for the entire game.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I was playing Night Lords and my whole
Yeah.
thing is about morale. And you're like, nah.
And my opponent has all conscripts.
Yeah.
Well,
And you're like, well, you
they
just
didn't care about morale anyway.
yeah, but something like that. But you're just like, well, your army just doesn't get to work today.
I
And you're
actually
like,
saw a discussion on Facebook earlier today about whether or not you should be using open war cards in your store tournaments
Mhm.
or not, or if they should be limited to friendly games only.
I would personally limit them to friendly games only, unless everyone in the tournament is playing the same mission from Open War.
Yeah, I would say
Because
the- the organizer would have to draw
Yeah.
the round each round.
Yeah.
And then they would also have to be verified by the organizer that it actually works, because there are a couple of missions where you draw them and it's just like, hey, wait a minute, this combination means I can't deploy my army.
right. So for instance,
So you have to sort of
yeah.
error test it.
we actually had to twist it a little bit in this mission because in this mission our deployment zones are within 12 inches of the long board edge. and the objective, we each had to place an objective in our deployment zone,
Outside of 12.
outside of 12 inches from a board edge.
So
And
they
there's-
went right outside our deployment zones.
Yeah, so we let us do that, but technically you can't actually do that.
I mean, they do actually, for the open war cards, they do actually have a recommended setup on how to use them in tournaments, which is actually kind of cool. Which is they recommend that you every round is pre-planned,
Yes.
and you pick the cards, and it applies to all games, and they're published in advance.
Sure.
So then
Yeah.
everyone gets to know, oh, like on game 2, we're all going to have to deal with
Yeah,
acid rain,
this
and on game
or
3,
that,
whatever.
yeah.
And I think under that kind of a model, it's really cool.
And then it doesn't
it's-
screw up someone.
Exactly,
They know what
because
to expect.
exactly
Yeah.
everyone is going into it. But I would definitely not recommend using them for competitive play if you're doing it blind on
Yeah.
the players.
Exactly. I'm a big fan, just in general, of tournaments, of having some knowledge of what the missions are ahead of time, especially if they're going to be really swingy missions. And so you would see, and it can be fun if everyone knows, especially if everyone knows ahead of time, then whatever.
Exactly.
But you'll definitely have very swingy results in your tournament if you were doing blind open war, especially if you're doing blind individual open wars, because that would make a huge unfair advantage in some situations.
Right.
Yeah, I played an open war game the other day, which was by far the highest scoring game of 40k I ever played in. It was a 100 power level game, and the final score was 141 to 95.
Wow. Yeah.
You got kill points for each unit killed, and you doubled those points if it was a vehicle, monster,
Vehicle.
or
Oh, right.
character.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
So-
Trophy Hunter.
Yeah, so I got 141
Glory Seeker?
from his
Yeah,
100
Glory
power
Horse.
level
Yeah.
army.
And that's definitely something that some of the open war cards can do, and they do that can affect different armies differently. Like a infantry guard army, you'd be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But an admech army where like everything is a vehicle is suddenly
like an armored company.
or an armored company
Oh,
is
yeah.
suddenly like, oh, this is really bad. So when you're designing missions, if you're looking for like a really fair and balanced game, which not everyone is, and that's a valid way to play. If you are looking for something balanced, it's always good to just keep an eye out for things that are going to be really swingy and make a mission like impossible to win. You don't want something that's impossible to win by
right.
like turn 2 or something, just based on a list or
Yeah,
something.
definitely the sudden death games have to go out the window.
So there are some sudden death. There is one in here that we looked at earlier that is like if you control all 3 objectives at any of your turn, you automatically win the game.
I think that was the one that we ended up. Matt and JR
Yep.
played 3 games of sudden death, and that was the first game, and they finished it in 45 minutes, and Matt held all 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
So while that, if you know what you're going into, it's just a really casual game. You've got time.
Sure.
That's fine. But if you're in any kind of serious setting or wanting to go on for any length of time, just be careful about those kind of things.
We had a mention in chat asking if we considered using open war cards to guide our weekly mini campaigns. Said, we've used them for our games. I don't know if we've actually laid them out to like create some sort of story to go on top of the narrative, but
Yeah,
we
like
have used them.
Reduced
Oh, yeah.
gravity game on a
Yeah.
space station, followed by orbital debris as the
Yeah.
space station gets
We-
blown up.
We have. I mean, the cards also haven't been out for that long.
Yeah, I mean,
So
we've used them. They're generally, but in those kind of missions, they're generally things that we pick ahead of time, and we just make up. We can also just make up. A lot of times, we just make up the rules, or we play a basic mission for some stuff. But we definitely have used them. In some of them, we haven't used them to like create a narrative yet.
right.
Though.
And sometimes we use them as like a starting point, and
Yeah.
and we'll modify the card based on our needs.
In fact, the one that Chris was talking about, the Glory Seeker or Trophy Hunter or whatever it's called, we've used that as the primary objective in quite a number of our missions.
Well, cool. I
All
think, guys, I hope you have enjoyed it. This was our special,
Little evening game.
our evening game. This was our competitive game, our Thunderdome, 40k Thunderdome, and we will be doing these once a month. So we want to make sure that you guys get a little taste of all the different types of 40k. And Chris, thanks so much for coming and visiting.
Yeah, definitely. Anytime.
Awesome.
Thanks
I
for the
have
good game, man.
I have a funny
sure.
feeling that you guys may be seeing more Chris in the days ahead.
Yeah.